welcome to Perilous Pursuits, as we proudly present The Chapel on the Cliffs, a D&D 5th edition live play adventure. This podcast is not suited for younger audiences. We invite you to come join us on our journey as we explore the rumored curse of Kenmouth Bay.
Okay, so this is in Faerun, and you guys have arrived in Hather Bay, and you were called to Hather Bay by a lady named Catherine Reed, who is looking for a group of people that she's trying to hire for a job. You don't know too many details about it, but you just know that she was looking for a job, and you guys were, the three of you, were looking for some work. So you showed up in Hather Bay, and she said, "Yeah, come find me at the tavern." So you guys step into town there, and people bustling around. It's a coastal city. What would you guys like to do?
So we're here to meet Rachel?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Quite. You don't sound like a snake at all. You gotta sound like a snake.
No, I am very much not a snake. I am very British. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm better than you, and you know it.
You gotta work on your British accent, man.
And just because I want to hear what Art sounds like, a stranger walks up to the bugbear and says, "Hey, what's your name?"
Zanvir.
"Tell me a story, friend." No, he doesn't.
Story?
He walks away. I just couldn't wait to hear the voice. So you do see.
Anyway, we're wasting time here. Let's go to the inn.
All right, so it's easy to see. It's not a big town. You're able to find a tavern here. There's people drinking, and a small band in the corner. It's no banjos.
I do not enjoy this music. Let's go to a different tavern.
Sounds like shit.
There is another tavern across town if you want to go there.
But this is where we're meeting Catherine, yes?
I was just gonna have a portal that you end up right here, anyways. You know how you go to the edge of the screen, you come loop around like Pac-Man. He's Pac-Man. Yeah. So you're at the tavern. It's not totally full, but there's a group. You see all types of people in there. A lot of fishermen, people drinking and just talking. There is a woman in the corner who is you see a halfling is kind of in a seat in front of kind of a table in front of her, and then in the corner where there is a human woman.
What do we know about this Catherine?
Well, you don't know if
sign
that's
to
her.
protect her?
First of all, you just know her name.
Okay. Which of the three of us is the most talkative? So, what do I know about these two guys that I'm hanging out with here? Can I get an intro?
Yeah, why don't you guys talk a little bit about each other before we go too far in? Zan, you're up.
Since that voice is really hard to do for a long time.
It's only one sentence.
Yeah.
We're not doing a campaign.
I hail from the mountains where my tribe wanders through around, trades every now and again. That's where I come from. Got kicked out because I spent too much time in these villages, because it's a hell of a lot better than where I spend. met you guys here, haven't looked back. Don't recommend going back to my clan. Not unless you want to get beaten till an inch of your death.
And your specialty in this trio is smashing things?
Front line,
All right.
in your face.
Excellent. Not my face, though. Someone else's face, yes?
Definitely not yours. You're way too smart.
And he knows it.
So my guy, as we've traveled together, you know, is essentially emotionless, which is a typical thing for a Yuan-Ti. We don't have emotions, basically. And I'm sort of a ranged magician of sorts, and I carry around with me a special sword that I hold in high regard that I don't talk about much, but you can tell that it's made of some dark metal, and when I attack with it, I don't actually swing it like I would swing a typical sword. I hold it up sort of nonchalantly, and it flicks out more like a viper attacking an enemy, as opposed to a proper sword attack. So you imagine it's probably a magical item.
Is it pronounced Jadot?
Yeah,
Jadot? Okay.
it could be shadow. I'm sure everyone's going to use shadow, but
Jadot?
Jadot is written more in the text of Yuan-Ti names.
Oh, okay.
So,
Sounds kind of French. Jadot.
yeah.
Hello, I'm
Jean-Jean.
Jadot.
Jadot.
Mon ami.
Yeah, so that's me.
All right. And Dane Bellows.
Hey, I'm Dane. I'm from down the mountain. From Axholm. I was a blacksmith for very many years. And I'm on a quest to find an apprentice. I have a pet flame. It's like an ember that I've become attached to, and it has been animated, and it hops around and burns things. And my pet's name is Seer. Hey, Seer, get over here.
What are you guys' passive perception?
97.
You see
12.
heaven and earth.
12 is...
Dane?
14.
14. So Dane, as you're talking, you notice kind of this half elf in a straw hat sitting in the table.
Oh.
Just kind of, he looks like he's just drinking, but he just kind of seems to be leaning a little bit towards you guys as you're talking.
Is he
I
looking
feel like
at me?
No, he's not looking at you.
Who's
Go punch
looking at you?
He wasn't looking at you.
He's a guy.
I think that guy over there's looking at you. Should get him. Maybe teach him some manners.
You there with the hat. You need something?
Okay, I'm
Torval,
gonna
you
hop
hear
down.
Torval, you hear a dwarf or a big bugbear come up to you as you're drinking.
Howdy. What's up there, stranger?
Dear Lord, where do you come from?
Down
I think he's
under
looking
this
down
hole
at me.
there.
Dane, he sounds like you.
Well, he's not my brother.
Look at him. He doesn't look like
My
you.
brother.
He just talks.
Hey,
He's too
What's your
ugly
name?
to be my brother.
ugly. Ugly. You never seen my sister. That's why we keep the bag over her head. Got a little hole in it.
Just one hole?
There's one hole. You doesn't need to hear what's going on.
This is awesome.
What is your name?
Torval Hornblower.
Oh my.
So,
Oh.
as you guys are yapping, this lady in the table next to you says, "Are you the adventurers that responded to my call?"
That depends on if you're Catherine or not.
I am Catherine Reed.
Then yes, 3 of us are here for you. I don't know about the odd little one.
Oh, have a seat, please. And Torval, you're super curious about these guys, so you're kind of listening. You're just on the other side of the table, or the next table over. So she orders a round of ales for you guys, and she says, "Well, I'm looking for some adventures. Have you guys ever heard of Kenmouth Bay?"
Nope.
Yeah.
It's maybe a day and a half travel from here north, and apparently it's got some kind of a weird curse on it. People have it's pretty abandoned. Here in Heather Bay, I run some fishing vessels. I have a fleet, and I kind of figured that, with Kenmouth Bay kind of wrapped for the pickings, maybe it's a good time to get it cleaned out, and I could maybe expand my operation in there. So I need some people to go out there and see what the hell's going on, and just kind of take care of what they call, and she holds up in quotes, curse, if it's all BS or not.
We don't come cheap.
Okay.
Neither does my sister.
I come cheap. He's not cheap.
Well, if I have talked to a few people here who are interested in the same kind of thing, cleaning out Kenmouth of whatever's going on there, and together we're willing to offer 500 gold pieces to anyone managed to end this so-called curse and make Kenmouth habitable again.
We will have to confer, but we're interested.
All right.
We just like huddle together, just off to the side. Hey, what do we think? $500? Yeah.
You guys are huddling. I'm in the huddle with you.
Oh God.
$500? Oh, so how does that split 4 ways?
What's a buck? Is that like what we give my mom on the birthday?
Oh boy.
It's so good. It's so good, Mike.
I just want Mike to talk the whole adventure. So good.
500 is pretty.
Are you
Pretty
part?
decent for what?
You there, small one, a boy?
Yeah,
Are you with this traveling group?
I guess so.
And when she mentioned Kenmouth, Torval, you realized that you were actually heading that way to go visit your cousin/uncle Richard.
We have to meet Richard, so Gord has to do his voice.
You mean my cousin/uncle /sister?
I'm not so sure about that, but maybe.
Daddy. He's probably your daddy.
I
Daddy,
don't
brother,
know about
cousin,
that.
uncle. Catherine just kind of looks at you strange and goes, "Well, I guess one more. The more the merrier."
Yes. So that would bring us up to 625 for the lot of us.
It's a 500 gold piece there, honey. That's the price.
Well,
What's
we're-
I do have
piece?
another set of adventures coming in tomorrow. If you don't want the
No.
job, I could offer it to them.
We'll take the job.
I like you,
Just-
furry.
Need a little more.
She likes furries.
Shut up.
You got a nice rug on you there.
Oh,
Depends how far down the path you want to go.
She kind of gives you an eye.
I think she likes your great sword.
So,
There's a great axe on my back.
so she's Catherine Reed. You kind of get a feel for her. She's kind of an ambitious woman, her early 30s. She's worked on fishing boats. She's kind of got the calloused hands. But she seems like a really good businesswoman. She's got a good, uncanny kind of business sense. And seems to kind of know what she wants. So she says, I got the Church of Ferrith to offer some of the bounties towards some of this, towards that 500 gold pieces. They seem to be interested in getting Kidmouth cleared out as well. The church here in town, Church of Ferrith. But, hey, more to add to the pot, right?
So you're saying they're adding on top of the 500?
No, we
Oh.
went around and, well, I went around and I went to a few people who are interested in getting Kenmouth cleared out, and together we're able to put together 500 gold pieces.
So what are we clearing?
There's a few
this
people
place
around town
of?
that seem to be pretty interested in Kenmouth for one various reason or another.
What-
What's there in Kenmouth?
Pardon me?
What's in Kenmouth?
Kenmouth
Why
is
is it cursed?
why is it cursed? I don't even know if it is a curse there, Furry. It's just people aren't go there. The people who came there said there was dead people walking around and chasing them out of town, and I don't know. I don't know if I believe in that kind of crap, but it's I think there is one guy around here that was able to escape. What the hell's his name? And yeah, his name's Robert Keemer, and he kind of looks around, and he's actually sitting at the far end of the tavern. He kind of looks up when he hears his name, and kind of gets back into his beer.
So we get the money up front, or
Up front,
half now, half later?
well, what I think I'm willing to do is I do 200 gold pieces up front, 300 gold pieces on delivery. What say you to
We're
that?
not. What are we delivering?
You're delivering the village of Kenmouth free and clear of all this stupid shit that's supposedly going on, so that we can go
Alright.
there, put some boats in the water, and start making some money.
Sounds good.
I'll just be 1 second, guys. Just 1 second.
So this Richard fella, I'm gonna walk over to him.
Where'd your hairy friend go?
He's on pause.
Paws.
Yep.
He's got a paw too.
He's a strong, silent type.
This old guy's Richard.
Yeah, he's just this old fisherman type guy. He's just kind of mumbling or just silently drinking his.
Jason, he looks like Tony.
He does.
Oh, just to give
I'm
you
gonna walk-
an idea of what Catherine Reed looks like too. This is a picture of her.
Ah, she looks just like my sister. I'd do her.
Oh, Mike, never stop.
I walk up to Richard and I'll say, "Hello, Richard. We've been told that you have information about Kensworth. Kensmouth.
Kenmouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to live there.
What is there now?
Well, it was fishing village right now. It's mostly abandoned.
For what reason did you abandon it?
Well, it was a damn curse. Phil, I was just a boy.
Oh.
But it's kind of hard to remember right now. And he kind of looks at his drink, seems to be empty.
Okay, thank you. I walk away.
Bartender, bartender, we need a drink over here.
Are you there,
I want
Torvald?
to hear about his kinsmouth.
Oh, Jesus.
I swear you just said kid's mouth.
Oh,
I'm not 100% sure.
Nope.
Oh,
That accent is so
We did
throwing
not
me
go
off.
there. I did not go there yet.
There's an age of consent in this fantasy world.
Ken's mouth, right?
I said I did not go there yet.
Okay.
So are you there, Torvald?
Yes, I am.
All right. So it's a silver. If you want to knock a silver off, you get a couple of drinks over there. Robert nods at you. Says, "Yeah, take a seat if you want. I got a story to tell about Kenmouth. It was the screams that woke us. Those terrible screams. Those folks who lived nearest the chapel. They never stood a chance. Pa threw open the shutters, and the streets were full of corpses, walking corpses. Skeletons with rags of old flesh on them, all grimy, with grave dirt or dripping and sandy, like they'd just been walked out to the sea. They smashed the doors down. They swarmed over the houses like flies. Ma grabbed my sister and me, and we ran. We ran as fast as we could, and the screams followed us all the way. I looked back, and there was this light. It was burning in the chapel. This blue, green, blue light. It was shining out of every window. It was blue. This terrible... Actually, it was blue-green. This terrible blue-green... I kind of aqua.
Turquoise?
It was turquoise aqua, yeah.
Turquoise aqua. Okay.
Turquoise number 5.
We
It
got
was terrible.
the color down now. We got that on the color list there.
Yeah.
Yep.
This this terrible blue-green light is shining out of every window in the chapel. Well, Pa, he tried to fight them off so we could escape, but there were too many. There's hundreds. There must have been hundreds. I'm never going back there.
Okay. I got it. I got it all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
So Torvald goes back to the group.
All right. He kind of looks at you like he's going to say more, and he just keeps drinking.
He
I don't trust the guy.
He goes up to Yuan T. He goes, "They got a turquoise blue light in the chapel back there."
Yeah, I was standing right beside you.
Ah.
All right,
That's all I remember from the conversation we had.
yeah, something about undead, but go back to the light again. What color was it?
It's turquoise.
Turquoise number 2.
Number 2 on the color chart.
All right. I'm not sure how that helps us, but good stuff.
Oh,
It kind of looks like your hands there, Ray. It's nice colored hands.
Oh. That's my battle.
I don't think
over
that's
there.
quite turquoise. It's not that green.
So if you're back at Catherine, she says there's a few people around town that may be able to tell you more. Yeah, I've been mostly just looking to get the money side of things, but if you're gonna take on this, are you taking this on? Do we have a deal?
I think we do.
All right. She holds up a bag of gold coins. There's 200 in there, and hands it over to you. And she says, "You may want to ask around a little bit. I haven't really done any investigations. I just want this thing fixed up. But before you go, you may want to just check it out, see what you can learn.
All right, then. Let's
Kind of like
do
you
that.
did over there with Robert. That was pretty good. That was smart.
Yeah, I didn't really do very good with that, but all right.
We're all turning. We're all turning into hillbillies here.
Yeah. Well, isn't that what we're supposed to be doing?
It's his character flaw. He picks up other people's accents.
My character flaw is that I'm really bad at acting.
You're a Keku. Should have just been a Keku. So, yeah, you guys are standing in the bar. You got Torva with you now, and Catherine, she goes back to looking through some books, planning her expansion into Kenmouth.
Where did she say we could pick up more information?
She said some people around town.
Oh, no one in specific.
No name.
Well, she did mention the Church of Ferrith here in town. They actually donated some money.
I want to go back to the old fella.
Okay.
What kind of church was it? Was the blue light coming out of?
Oh, the church. It was a chapel of Saint Sidvella.
Saint
Sidvella.
Saint Sidvella.
She was a patroness of both the chapel and the village. She came to the region.
I never heard of no nonsense like that.
No. She came to the region from a far off country, from beyond the sea, and settled there. She worked many miraculous cures with her healing powers.
But you still got all them there on that dead running around afterwards.
Well, I mean, she's dead now.
Cancel.
She's entombed in the chapel.
Entombed?
Yeah.
What kind of complicated words are those?
They got her in a stone box.
Oh yeah. My aunt she has a stone box.
Your aunt has a stone box.
I'm gonna trade that one.
So, something about Saint Sidvella. She's a beautiful woman, and her hand is actually on the foot of her tomb, her stone box.
Her hand's on her foot.
Her hand is in a little glass box on the end of her, and they say it brings good luck.
She got a glass box. That could hurt.
He just shrugs his shoulders and just starts drinking.
Me too. I start drinking too.
This is gonna go off the rails so easily. Man, just don't jump off that cliff. The chapel's on a cliff there. You got some ocean down below, pretty rocky.
Why would you build a chapel on a cliff?
Well, you got a good view.
I guess so.
Just don't, if you thought maybe that mermaid will save you.
Mermaids. I think I'll be checking out that glass box, though.
Watch where you go.
Sky's the limit.
All right, so
let's go to the cliffs or the chapel.
The church in town.
Yeah, the one with the blue light.
No, that's
in Kensmouth. The Church of Ferroth.
Yeah,
We got
that's
two different
in town.
churches?
You could see the
Yeah.
church.
The church where we are right now is the Church of Ferroth,
Yeah, it's in Kenmouth,
Which
is
is
a totally
in
separate town. You're in Hather Bay.
Hather Bay.
What do we know about that church of Henma?
Sorry, what?
What do we know about that church that's in town here? Church of Henma?
Ferroth.
Ferroth?
Yep.
Can we do a religion check on that, or?
Yeah, just one sec.
I'm so
I got-
confused.
You do a religion check, yeah.
I got 16. I don't have to do any adding anymore. It adds it all for me. Yeah.
All right, so you've heard the church here is the religious authority in Hather Bay is Father Andrew Wakely, and he resides over the church here.
What's his last name again?
They are,
Wakely?
you're not sure which religion they follow.
What's
Oh, I thought it was-
What's Father Andrew's last name?
Wakely?
Wakely.
Wakeely.
These don't sound like Forgotten Realms gods.
Well, you just don't know what is about him.
Okay. So Dane's leading us to the church? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you
Onward.
come up to a church, pretty basic. Come up to the doors. You can go in if you'd like. And
Yeah, I'll go in if it's open.
So you see a man at the far end, not at the pulpit, but on a desk to the side. He's just he looks a little harassed looking man in his late middle age, going a little bald, wearing
Torvald
glasses.
looks like you met this guy already.
Used to be a woodworker. DM sometimes.
Fuck you.
I just know that's not how it looks. Here, I'll put up a picture of what he looks like. So this is the man. Robes, white hair. He's got a goatee, and he's just kind of working away at some books, and doesn't really notice you come in.
Okay, I'll leave my warhammer at the door, and I'll kind of make some noise as I shuffle in so that he'll hear me and I don't spook him.
Okay. He looks up and he sees you and he goes, can I help you?
Aye, we're here on a quest.
All right.
We're some adventurers and we're looking for some information.
Oh, well, come on in. I'll help you if I can. And
We've
you guys
heard of
walk
a
over to his
parish.
desk. He stands up. Sorry.
A parish with a blue light. Have you heard of it?
Oh, you're talking about the Chapel of Saint Sidvella.
Aye,
Yeah, and the kiss.
aye.
Are you guys looking to take care of it? Has Catherine found you guys? Have you taken the commission?
We've taken the offer.
Excellent. Well, I can tell you a little bit about the church. Saint Sidvella, she was a patroness, both the chapel and the village. And she came there many years ago, and in her service she did pass away, and she's entombed there in the chapel. The shrine, it used to be a minor pilgrimage, destination for the faithful of Bereth, the god of life, renewal, and healing. But the pilgrims stopped coming years before the curse fell, after her shrine was upstaged by the much flashier Shrine of St. Fabio, 100 miles down the coast.
Did he have long hair?
He did. Long blonde hair. It's like he's standing in the wind all the time, that guy. Didn't get it. Anyway, there's a few books on him.
Sounds like my cousin. We all gotta go at him.
He kind of looks at you strange. Have you ever considered a career in the church?
Oh. Are you making a proposal to me because I'm short? I don't part my hair in the middle.
So he says
Part something else in the middle.
he doesn't say that. He does say, though, about Saint Sidvella, her preserved hand was said to be able to ward away evil and affliction. Local legend even states she befriended a mermaid. Used to tell her stories of strange wonders from the depths of the seas.
I bet.
You guys can roll a religion check if you want.
I'm in.
I'll roll.
I got 9 total.
The funny thing about religion is its intelligence.
I got 14.
I got 12.
Religion. 14 for Zahn as well.
Yeah, this one was a high DC. He doesn't really ring a bell. This kind of legend.
This is the second time we've heard talk of mermaids.
So the village, he does say, the village priest of the chapel, he disappeared on the night of the curse. He must be long dead now, but his elderly niece, Susan Morton, she's here in town. I heard she's willing to maybe even offer up some extra coin, who can find his remains and bring them back for a decent burial.
What's
May
the
wanna
priest's
talk to
name?
her too. What's that?
The priest, what's his name?
Oh, Father Morton?
Yes.
His name was... I knew him as Brother Morton. I'm not sure what his first name was.
Oh, is he father or is he brother?
Wow, he's a brother of the church.
My brother was my father.
Yeah, Susan might be able to help you out too.
And,
She may
and
know
where
his
did
first
we
name.
find her?
Susan would know a little bit more. I think it was her uncle that was the priest.
Where did we find Susan?
Oh, and he just he walks you out to the door and he kind of points you down. And he says, "It's the third house on the left there, that little one with the white shutters. That one there."
All right, shall
Anything
we?
else I can help you with?
Any idea what is inhabiting the church now?
There are rumors that some kind of a curse has taken over the whole town, but I don't know what this blue light is all about. This blue, green, turquoise number 2 light is.
So you said that the Saint Sitvella, she died long before this curse took place?
Yes.
Okay. So she's probably
Her
not
remains
the
have been
cause
there
of the curse.
for many years.
Okay. Do you suspect anything, any wild ideas of what actually happened there? Why the curse took place?
Well, I know there's a guy, Robert, I can't remember his last name.
Keemer.
Keemer, yeah, Robert Keemer. He actually lived in Kenmouth. And he has a bit of a strange idea. Said he talked about some crazy witch that cursed the village. They hung her from the old rowan tree in town, but and then buried her underneath. But he thinks that it wasn't enough, and that she cursed the whole town. He thinks that they should have burned her to ashes and thrown her into the sea. But witches, I don't know.
Interesting. How would I
Well,
identify
Father,
a
would you
Rowan
keep us
tree?
in your prayers?
Absolutely, absolutely. Would you like to make a donation to the Church of Ferrath?
Of course.
I walk away.
You can throw down a silver if you want, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll put 2 silver in his coffer.
Bless you, sir. You should be in my prayers as you go on this adventure.
So what's a Rowan tree look like, in case we need to identify it?
A rowan tree, it's fairly large, like an big oak tree kind of thing, but it's just a big branchy tree.
Okay. It'll be the most obvious tree in town,
It's
I would say-
pretty.
It's got branches like all trees.
Yeah, but it's a good hanging tree.
Ah, good hanging tree.
Okay.
What? You hanging your laundry from it?
Lots of mandrake growing underneath it.
Mandrake. Those the the thing you pull out and they scream at you?
Yeah, like a little potato.
Ah, potato. I like potatoes.
Maybe you can make some
All right.
mandrake French fries. So if there's anything else I can do, it's I'll keep you in my prayers and best of luck.
Thank you.
I pick up my warhammer as I leave.
Much appreciated, sir.
No worries. You guys are standing outside the church.
You said the Susan
Yeah.
girl was down at the little white house. That small one, third one, and on the left.
All right. Good talk to her.
Torval, maybe you should stay here, and we'll come back to get you later.
Okay, I'm gonna roll stealth to follow the party.
All right, roll stealth.
I just rolled a 19
Okay.
plus 4,
All right.
so 23.
Yeah. As far as you know, Torval's staying put.
So you got your banjo out and you're like sneaking behind us. Do 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 do.
You turn around and he's not there anymore.
Oh.
He obviously went off to do something else.
Oh. Shit, we shouldn't have given him his $50 already.
You gave him $50? Wait a minute, what?
Well, we each got $50.
No, I thought you were holding all the money.
No way.
Well, I gotta manage that.
Right, I'm putting $50 in my character sheet then.
Yeah.
It
I
was
don't know.
200,
Did you
200
guys-
gold pieces that she gave you up front.
Yeah, so we each got
Divided by 4 is 50.
Yeah, so you gotta tell me that.
Torval would have thought he got 5 gold. But you gave him 50, so
Yeah, I definitely would divide that up. All right, we'll walk over to the white house with the white shutters.
All right. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so you come into, or you come up to a small little house with a wooden door. It's got little white shutters around there, and you see a cat in the window. And you look in another window, we actually see 2 more cats. This looks like the crazy cat lady's house.
Good eats. I guess I'll knock on the door.
You just hear, one second, I'm coming. And this old woman slowly kind of creaks open the door and peeks around. Yes, can I help you? And you just,
Are you
there's cats running around her feet and in and out of the door and all over the place.
Your cats are getting free.
So yeah, she's looks like a sweet old lady in her late 60s. Oh, these cats, yeah. Come here. Precious, get in here. Precious.
the image you're showing us is like a lady in her 80s.
Yeah, late 80s or something.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
Apparently, you're willing to pay us for some help.
It's the salt. It brings out the wrinkles. I don't even know who you are. What are you doing here? Who are you?
We hear about Ken's mouth. Apparently, you are willing to pay us to do something for you.
And she just
Yeah.
kind of sighs and turns around and says, "Yeah, my uncle Thomas. Come on in. You must be
Alright.
the adventurers."
Yeah, we'd prefer to stay outside, actually.
Oh, really? There's a cat that kind of rubs up against you.
I back up a bit.
And everybody's paying attention to her. Torval kind of sneaks in.
Into the house?
Yeah. Do
Okay.
you want me to roll stealth for that?
No, you had a high enough stealth. Yeah, maybe one more stealth.
Oh, fuck.
I was gonna say let Mike shine right now.
Got a 9.
9. So you guys, she kind of comes out the door a bit to talk to you, and you guys are talking, and you see next to her, right by the door, the bush will start rustling, and you see Torval step out, and his banjo on his back catches on a branch of the bush, and you hear this.
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
oh, look at you! You're a sweet young boy.
You got
Right.
any pie in there, ma'am?
So, what did you say? My
You
hair is
got any
bad.
pie in there?
What? I can't understand you.
I'm looking to see if you got any pie.
Pie. Oh, I got some
Pie.
pie. I got some sweet apple pie for you.
Oh, is
It's-
it warm
It's
apple
nice
pie?
and warm right out of the oven.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Why did you all come in?
Oh, I love that. Come on,
She
guys.
turns around. She walks in.
Pie,
Pie, pie, pie. Ah,
pie.
you got me on a good day. You know, it's not many days I get nice apple warm pie for my guests.
What?
How small is this house?
It's tiny.
Am I
It's
able
like
to
one
get
room.
through
You
the
see
door?
a cot on the side.
Yeah,
and
I'm
there's
not
cat
walking
shit.
in. I'm
There's-
just gonna sit down outside of the.
Yeah, you would have to
front
stoop
door.
Smells
over.
like a kitty litter box.
Anyone who is like 6 feet will bump their heads on the ceiling.
I'm 7'8".
Yeah, you would be bent right
I
over.
am not even going into the door. I'm just gonna like stick my head in, going, "Yeah, I'm staying out here.
And a cat
Good
is
luck."
like rubbing his fur up against your furry feet.
Weird.
So she's
What
sitting
are
there cutting up the
these?
pie, and she says, "So, I'm guessing you'd like to know about my Uncle Thomas."
No, I'm just here for the pie.
Well, the pie's coming there, sweetie. What about the rest of you? Are you going to Kenmouth?
We are.
Well, my Uncle Thomas, he was a priest there at Saint Sedevella's, the chapel, and he was a kind man. He was a pious man, and
Pie.
not a pie man, a pious man.
Ah,
He liked
Sorry.
my pie too.
yeah. Oh, really? Just like mine.
Yeah, I might have a little bit of cream here. You like cream on your pie?
I like to just spread the cream all over the pie.
I need to focus. Oh god. So she gets back to she's pulling some cream out of her little cooler there, and her Yeti cooler, and she's. Fuckers. Oh shit. I barely remember my Uncle Thomas. All I do is remember eating pie with him. But I haven't thought about him for decades. Oh, I got something in my throat. I don't know why. What's happening with me? It's Catherine. She's been badgering me to put some money up for this adventure. I didn't do it because I wanted to look you guys in the eyes to see if you had the metal to go to Kenmouth and get the job done. Do you guys got the you got the grit? Can you get this done? Do you think you can bring back my Uncle Thomas's body? Give him a. We've never buried him. We got a family plot, and we need to give him a proper burial. His bones, his body, whatever you can bring, anything from him. I'll give you 100 gold pieces if you do that for me.
That's a good deal. How will we identify his body?
Oh, well, he always wore a jet black mourning ring on his little pinky in memory of his childhood sweetheart, whose tragic early death led him to joining the clergy. And I remember that ring clearly. I Yeah. If you bring the ring, then I'll recognize it. I remember that ring.
Zahn
Excellent.
will poke his head in. He's got a ring on which hand, and he holds both up.
I
Which
believe.
hand?
Let's see. One sec. Let me check.
Probably doesn't even say.
No. I can tell. It'd be on his left hand. And he wore it on his pinky finger. It was in memory of his childhood sweetheart.
And where was he last seen?
Wow, he was presiding over the chapel, Saint Sidvella,
Okay.
and
But the
he
contract-
just disappeared.
Yeah.
They say there's a curse. I don't know much about it, but I've heard so many rumors about it when I was young, and I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm just there's these creatures of the night, these undead. They seem like they've taken over the whole town about 50 years ago. Maybe if you ask around,
The undead have been there for 50 years.
that's what the curse and the rumors about the curse say. I don't know. I haven't seen any undead, but it's been 50 years since I've seen my Uncle Thomas, or that anyone has.
Now, how the fuck old are you?
Yeah, I thought you were 60.
I was a
Yeah.
little girl. I was a little girl when he disappeared. I just try to remember the stories that my parents told me.
Mm.
And, when we used to eat apple pie together,
You put a lot of cream on it for him?
he'd like a little bit extra cream. He would give me a little bit extra cream back, too.
Hmm. Just like my family.
Yeah? Would you like some pie now? She pulls out some steaming hot pie. You see a little cream on the top. Here you go, sweetie.
Torval just dives his face right into the pie.
You
Gets
got
all over
sweet.
your mutton chops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bring back memories. So, anything else I can help you with? Besides the pie.
Nope, that'll be all. Thank you.
You
So
see,
the,
bro?
contract, the contract is for the body, not for the ring.
Well, proof. I don't know if you can get the body. I don't know if you get the bones. Even if you just got the ring, if there's nothing left but the ring, I just need some evidence that you found him, and that maybe you could put it. If there's nothing left but the ring, maybe we could put the ring and bury it in that family plot.
All right.
Have you been to the tavern? There might be more people there that there's lots of rumors going around in that place.
No, we were there already.
Oh, okay. Then you probably know everything you need to know.
Yeah, we were very thorough.
Perfect.
Well, should we... Said it was a day and a half north. Get going now, we can be there early in the morning.
Yeah, there's a small little there's a road going there, and I don't really remember it that well. I was pretty young when we went to Kinmouth. I know that there's many refugees started new lives here in Hather Bay when this happened. So they shared their group pass with some of the neighbors.
All right, I guess maybe we should knock on more doors or something.
Why don't we just head out there? Thank you, ma'am,
Alright.
for letting me lick your pie.
Sure.
Can I make a
Alright.
sleight of hand check to steal a cat?
Yes, you can.
I don't know what these things are.
You're outside.
Perfect. Yeah, there was one by me. It's a 22.
She rolled a 16 on perception, so as she's talking to you about the pie, you just kind of snuggle a cat in your armpit, and it just blends
didn't
right
even
into your
notice.
fur. You can't see it at all.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, nobody notices it. It's just this, your fur is wriggling around a little bit. That's it. Nobody notices. You have a cat that matches your fur.
Cool. I'm going to put that in my character.
All right.
Roll an animal handling.
You know what the irony is I have proficiency of that.
Oh, there you go.
15.
Yeah, the cat seems to be a little tired and snuggles up in your pit. Seems to like it. It's licking your pit a little bit. Likes the smell, the musk.
I'll just put it in my bag.
Okay. It just snuggles in there and goes to sleep.
Perfect.
It's purring away. Where did that Precious go? Just turns around. Precious! Ah, that stupid cat ran away again. So, thanks for dropping by, but I got some more pie to make.
Enjoyed your pie, ma'am.
You always gotta be ready to share your pie when company comes.
Mm-hmm.
And so
That's what I always say.
she leads you back to the door and come again.
Thank you, ma'am.
And closes the door.
We'll be back with your ring.
You just hear a muffled "Thank you" behind the door.
Well, have we talked enough? Jado.
Talking my good soup. I'm been quite known for that back in my town.
Huh?
What did you even say?
Something
You
about soup.
not understand my slang, my talk there, boy.
You're gonna make soup? Is that
Are
what
you
you're
boy
saying?
or are you girl? I don't understand you lizard folk there. You look kinda, yeah.
And Torval, you fully believe that your cousin, nephew, uncle Richard in Kenmouth is totally willing to be hospitable and put you guys up for the night once you get to Kenmouth and all that.
No, okay. Let's get going to Kenmouth there. There's not much there to worry about. My cousin uncle. Yeah, he's over there and he's got like a place for us to stay in, and I'm sure he's got a good bunk. Probably a couple cots and yeah, you know.
What are you guys doing?
All right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
get on the road.
Okay. So you guys.
The big hairy fella there don't talk too much, did he?
Talking's
Is there
not
a-
much for me.
Is there a general store in this town?
Yeah, there's a general store. They have rations and
Yeah, I'm gonna just buy
stuff
2
like that.
rations. Maybe I'll buy 3 rations.
3 rations. Okay, that'll be
Yeah.
like 5 silver.
Okay.
You guys want anything else?
Let me
See
check
what I
my
have.
character sheet.
It's the first time I've ever used D&D Beyond for this.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
Equipment.
Yeah, I'll buy rations.
Yeah,
so
Like,
me too.
if you want
my
3
gear only
rations,
does
that's like
1
5
ration.
silver.
So
Rations 1 day. Yeah, I have 1 day. Let me see.
I'll buy
here.
10.
She gave you a little bit of a cake, so you only have to buy 2 there, Torval. She gave you some extra cake wrapped up, or pie.
How much- Oh, extra pie.
Yeah.
Kind of pie? Apple pie.
Apple pie.
Apple pie. Got
You
a 1 in there.
You kind of, there's something in your mouth though. Doesn't feel right.
Got some hair.
You pull out a little curly hair,
Yeah, that's fine.
throw it on the ground.
I'm used to that in my apple pie. How much is 2 days rations?
2 days would be three silver. And he says, I do have a map here, of the region, if you'd like.
Yeah, how much is that?
That'll be 2 silver.
I'll take one of those there too.
And take a look at the map.
Be right back.
Sec. Give this map a little bit of light.
Is that where we are or what? Oh,
That's bright.
yeah, that's right.
So you're this little icon down here.
How big is one of these hexes? Oh, one hex.
One hex is 1 mile.
Okay.
That's like 1 day, like half a day.
It's a
That's
day
like
and a
2
half travel
miles.
to get to Kenmouth.
A mile?
So you're actually
That's-
not on the map yet. You're still
Okay, yeah. I was like, we can walk more than 2 miles in a day.
You're way back here.
You should be able to. What is this?
So you guys are hitting the road?
Yep.
So you guys are walking through the forest. It pretty uneventful. It's there is no travel here on this road. You're not coming across anybody. So the road is actually grown up like a lot of weeds and grass. So it's pretty tall grass. Maybe a deer trail kind of crisscrosses here and there, but there's definitely been no travel along this road. And it's starting to get laid out as you're walking along.
Being familiar with camping outside, can I maybe spot us a good camping spot?
Yeah, just 1 sec.
I don't think so.
We're all good. So
Sorry
it's
about that.
getting dark out. It's definitely gone from dusk to dark. You guys are traveling along, and you're looking for a good place to camp. So not barn. Sorry, what is your name again?
Zahan,
Zahan. Why don't you roll a survival check?
15.
15. So you're looking around and your eye catches a crow up in a branch. It's just looking right at you. Seems weird. It kind of distracts you from you looking for your place. It kind of does a caw, and it starts flying perpendicular from the road into the woods. And as you follow it, you shift your head a little bit, and there is a speck of light way in the woods there.
Dane. Shadow.
Yeah.
Is it like
There's a
dark
speck
now?
of light sitting just back in the woods there.
what time of day is it?
It's nighttime now.
Okay.
You've traveled all day.
Should we go see if it's something interesting?
Campfire.
Now, before we get too far, there was a crow in a tree staring at me.
You ever see that again, you let me know right away and I will shoot that thing.
Oh, it flew that way. And I point in the direction it flew.
Everyone roll a
Oh,
perception.
Torval, why don't you go check that out? You sneak in there. Tell us what there is.
And you guys do see a very small point of like a glow through the trees. You have to kind of look around a tree or move your head to get through the bushes, but there seems to be a glow somewhere north of the road in the woods.
I'll go investigate.
All right.
Is it like way down in the woods, like way deep?
I would say 200 feet off the road.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I got a 7 stealth, so I'm like playing my banjo.
You're kind of crashing through the bush, singing away on your banjo. And you stop when you hear a crow caw. And it's sitting on the roof of a small little cabin. Looks like the glow you saw was from a window.
Okay, I walk up to the window and I pull myself up and I peek over the ledge and look in.
And you just see kind of a nice little warm cottage. It's got a little bed in there, a table, some chairs. It looks like an old woman working on chopping up some food.
You got any apple pie in there, man?
And she stops what she's doing and she turns around. And so what you see is this old woman. She's kind of got a cowl over her head, and she's kind of got like a bluish tint to her skin. She's got wrinkles lining her old face. It's hard to see through like exactly what she looks like, but she's got like a dark robe on, tattered, kind of like a cloak, and kind of like lots of small tears and patchwork on this cloak, stitched together like 100 times. And she kind of looks at you, this elongated nose and chin and hunched back. It's weird. Her arms almost seem a little bit longer than they should be, and her fingers. She looks at you and looks dead at you. These like bright green eyes just kind of pierce at you. And she just lifts up one finger and just kind of motions you to come in.
You got pie?
And she just turns around and keeps working on there's glass in the window. She can't hear you. or she doesn't want to talk through a window, I guess.
We're still 200 feet away on the road.
Oh yeah.
I'm right here, man.
Why don't you roll a
my compatriots?
Roll a Constitution check.
Constitution. Oh shit.
It's gonna be the best.
What'd you get?
I got a 6.
So, yeah, you're just following her directions. You just kind of go up to the door. You walk in, shut the door. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I think
Well,
Torval
Corbin's
just
been gone
walked
off a
in.
long time. Maybe we should go
You
check
guys
on
didn't
him.
follow him. You just saw him disappear into the woods.
Yeah, maybe we should
Yeah.
go check on him. He'd be gone a long time.
He's at
Oh,
the
no.
spec.
Dane, what
not see
happened to
the
your
light?
accent?
Oh, I thought that was Torval.
All
He's
right,
gonna-
Dougie,
he's
let's
gonna-
do this.
He's gonna affect us all now, you hear.
Yeah. Let's go save him.
You've all turned into hillbillies.
No, only your imagination.
It's infectious.
It is. I want to be a
man.
hillbilly now. So, what are you guys doing then?
I'm gonna roll stealth and like stealth up to the cabin.
I don't roll stealth. I don't do stealth. I'll just walk like 50 feet behind everyone.
I'm
Okay.
going to roll stealth.
Okay, roll stealth.
I have to roll at disadvantage, so I got a 12.
12, okay.
I've rolled 3 3s in a row.
Nice.
Zahan has 19.
All right. Zahan, you're able to get a little bit ahead of everyone, and you're hiding in a bush. And you do notice that this crow is sitting at the top of the roof there, and it seems to be looking at your two compatriots kind of crashing through the bush. And as they kind of come out into the clearing in front of the
No,
cabin, it lets out a big "Ah! Ah!"
I'll flank left, and put some separation between me and Zahn.
All right. Well, let's get.
Like if he's going all stealthy and quiet, and I'm making noise, I'll let him go off to one side and.
Let's get a map here.
I'll follow Dane's side then. That makes sense. They're not sneaky guys on one side.
So, can you see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Zahn, you're hiding in this bush.
Alright.
Yep.
There's a small little
It's not a
Cottage.
small bush if I'm hiding in it.
yeah. Well, it's a bigger bush. And Dane and Zandu is Jado are just kind of like
Jado.
walking around and making noise, and standing in front. So, what are you guys doing?
Is it the front door here?
That's the front door. There's a window
I
to
can't
the
long
right.
press on it.
Okay, I'm going around the right side of the building.
Okay, you're passing a window that looks into the. There's a door. There is a window to the right of the door, and then the building goes around to the back.
And this is the window that
Close as that crow.
I'll
to
just keep
me.
going around the building.
Just want to, yeah, it doesn't show on the map, but there is a window there. So
Okay.
yeah, you get around to that side of the building. What are you doing, Jado?
Is the crow within range of me? Within
Yeah,
120
he's
feet?
probably 20 feet away.
I'll shoot it
Okay,
with the Eldritch
roll an
Blast.
attack.
I don't know how to do that. Actually,
Roll the d20.
no, I have to do it in the app. There we go. Oh, that's 11.
11. Yeah, it just zips past him. Doesn't really. Crow just kind of flaps its wing a little bit, but
Well, that's embarrassing.
shoots
What?
off into the night above the roof.
I got one that took.
You just see this like meteor go shooting through the woods way in the distance.
I liked it. You.
Zahn, what are you doing? Crow
Is
doesn't
there a
seem to
rock?
know you're there.
Is there a rock at my feet?
Yeah, he has a little pebble or like a couple of small stones.
I just want to pick up the biggest one, which is probably fairly small still, and just throw it at the crow as
There's one that fits in your hand like a small baseball.
which is more like the size of, like, a softball.
Yeah, to you it's a baseball.
From inside the building, you can hear, "Ma'am, we ain't kidding. That's not proper."
For Torval, it's a beach ball.
I want to throw it at the crow,
All right,
still
roll
at
an
the
attack.
top of the roof. Do I add proficiency to this?
Are you
I'm
proficient
assuming
in like,
not.
throwing things?
I have javelins and hand axes.
Are you proficient
So.
in them?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll say you could throw stuff then.
So that would be a 20 to hit then.
A 20 to hit. So this rock
Yeah.
goes flying straight at the crow, hits
Yep.
it square in the chest, and it just evaporates.
Huh.
And the rock hits the top of the roof and then just dribbles down the other side. You hear took 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 down the roof,
Never seen a crow do that.
and you don't know where the crow is. It just seemed to just vanish.
I keep walking around the building.
You don't see any more windows. You go right around and you come up over the other side and meet up with the guys. Just the door and the window. There is a chimney on the west side of the house. You see smoke coming out the top.
Is this cabin big enough that I can walk in?
It's not that. It's probably similar in size to actually the old lady, Susan Morton's cabin.
Mm.
It's pretty small.
Shadow, looks like you're going in.
Like
I ain't
your
walking in there.
your nose is probably equal to the roof level.
I will draw my sword and shield and rap on the door with my shield.
And you just hear Torval's voice say, "Come on in!"
Push the door open.
Alright. It opens up, and you see this old woman, Torval, sitting at the table, eating pie. And Torval, you've been having a good old time. She's been feeding you, this woman, and you haven't really talked much, but you've been drinking and having some food that she's fed you.
I'd like to cast Bless on myself and Shadow and Zanvir.
So that you get
A D4
a D4
on
on
attack
it.
rolls and saving throws.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. And you just see this small little cabin. There's a fireplace on the west, food prep table in the north there, a little bed on the east, and a little chest in the southeast corner, table in the middle with a few chairs. And she turns around to look at you, and her eyes kind of seeing a snake man at her door. She's like,
Welcome. Will you come in? My cabin's always welcome to strangers.
Who are
Come,
you?
come. Have a seat.
I'm not walking in there.
Her pie's quite delicious there.
this is what she looks like.
Can I roll
So-
a hag check?
You're gonna haggle with her? Are you trying to get more pie?
No, I want a hag check.
And
Oh,
Torval,
okay,
she's
sorry.
been nothing but, as far as you know, she's been just a great host and very friendly in your mind.
My mind is very small.
And you're basically, come on in. What
Come
do
on
we
in,
do?
guys. She got some
Zanvir will
sweet pie.
walk forward as well and just kind of peer through the door behind
Like that?
Shadow.
Okay, you guys see the
yeah.
old woman, and she was prepping food at the table, and she brings another plate over to Torval, and he's just eating away.
Come in. Come
Torval,
sit
we
at
gotta
my
go.
table.
Stop messing around. You already had enough pie.
Torval, would you like to stay?
So I get another saving throw here sometime.
Sure. Run a con. Save.
There we go. 19 plus 3, 22.
Yeah, you're. It's strange why you kind of came in because you're really not that hungry and why you're eating and all that.
I
not
think
sure.
I've had enough pie, ma'am.
You're not sure why you're
Thank
stuffing
you very
yourself
much,
like this.
though. You make a very nice pie.
Well, you looked a little skinny, my little friend.
Well, that's it. It's just very, yeah.
Come,
Yeah, well, that's just the way I am. Thanks.
What?
Thanks you, man.
Why don't you bring your friends in? It's cold outside. I got the nice warm fire. We could have some.
You guys want some pie? She making good pie in here, but I'm full.
But your friends might be hungry.
Don't think I'll be fitting in that door anytime soon.
It's cold out there, my friend. Come in.
You like my big hair friend there?
I'm just an old lady. I'm not gonna bite.
You're in the middle of the woods by yourself.
I like to live alone.
Is there something wrong with being in the middle of the woods by yourself?
If you want to die, no.
I prefer the woods away from people. I just, I gather fruits and nuts from catch a few rabbits, cook them up.
Well, you definitely got some nuts tonight.
Yes, I do.
You know you have a crow on your roof that disappeared.
Oh, that guy. He's a strange fellow. Sometimes he keeps me up at night. Are you
Ma'am?
coming in, or are you going out? Or
No.
what do you like to do?
Is Torval
Let's
coming
go.
out?
Torval, let's go make camp.
Camp?
Well, why don't we stay out here with the sweet lady here tonight?
If you are making camp, you can always stay here. But there's some old ruins a little bit further down the road. There might be a little safer there. You got a little protection from the wind.
Yeah, but this here hut be a nice, safe place to sleep.
Very warm in here, isn't it, Torval?
Come on, guys, come on in here. We'll have some pie.
You're letting all the heat out the door. Come on in.
Come on, let's
Afraid
go.
I am not walking in that door.
All right, let's just go. If Torval wants to stay with the night with the crone, we'll go spend the night over at the,
At the ruins.
ruins.
You guys being rude.
Well, you can come by during the day if you want to talk.
I know she ain't kin, but you know what? She be nice lady.
I could make some breakfast for you in the morning if you'd like, and we could talk about things. And, make a perception check. Well, it's actually such a small room you don't have to perceive. You see, on the north wall there is on the north wall is a beautiful type of like a rug, an embroidered rug, and it shows a picture of this. Do you guys see that? It shows like
Yeah.
3 armored men and kind of a flaming circle behind.
Eclipse.
It's beautiful. Well,
All right.
I'm not going to force you to come in. You always come in within you. If you're hungry in the morning, come by. We'd love to chat. I'll have some coffee. Hey there, muscly arm paper boy.
What was that? What was that?
That's a Family Guy reference.
Yeah.
And,
All right, well, we're not staying
roll a perception check.
Who? Oh.
Because you guys seem wary and you're keeping your eyes open.
21.
21.
All right.
10.
So the 221s you see on her right hand, she wears a black iron ring. On her left hand, sorry.
On her left pinky?
No, on her left, actually wedding band ring. Wedding hand. Wedding ringer finger, left hand. It's a black iron ring.
Is it the same one that was described to us by Susan Morton?
Susan
Would a
described
10 see that?
Susan described a black ring.
Would a 10 see that?
No.
I'm just curious as
Ma'am?
myself.
But only Zadu and I saw that.
Zon Fur and Dane.
Oh, who had the other 21?
I did.
No, the Jadot and Dane Bellows.
Oh, Jado. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you guys are the only two that's noticed this ring, and it kind of, reminded you of that story that
Sure.
Susan talked about.
Sure.
Where'd you get the ring?
Are you asking the question?
Yes.
Well, why don't you come in? We'll talk about it.
Come on, guys, quit being such unpolite persons.
And she starts putting out some coffee for 4 people on the table. You like it? And she kind of holds it up towards you, so you can all see it.
Not interested.
Suit yourself.
How much you want for that ring?
What are you offering? You and Ty.
$40.
Money does not interest me. Not out here. Perhaps
you
there's
can
something
keep
else
Torval.
you could provide.
Yeah, you can have Torval.
Ooh. Now we may start to bargain.
Ma'am, I'm a free spirit there. I'm not there to be purchased and bartered with.
Oh, Torval, I could feed you every day. You get all nice and plump.
Yeah, but I grow weary of one girl's pie over another's.
Torval, if you want to be part of this group, you have to be useful.
I've got my uses, I can tell you right now.
I heard you, the pie master.
Oh, I master the pie every day.
Torval, get out here.
What's up? What
Let's
do you
go.
want me out there for?
Are you leaving, Torval, or what's happening? What are you guys doing?
Well, why won't we leave such a nice lady when we could spend the night here with her?
It is a little
Alright,
chilly
well,
out too.
No.
You see, like a mist kind of starts settling in around the ground, and it's a chilly night.
Nice lady, and she got a nice warm place.
Wind's
She
picking
got
up a
a
little.
nice pie. Why would we leave?
That's fine. You've made the choice between us and her. That's fine. Let's go.
Come on, guys. Come in here. We gotta stay tonight. We'll go over to town later.
Torval, would you like to stay with me tonight?
Well, I think all of us should stay here tonight.
Torval's welcome to stay if the rest of you want to stay in the ruins. Got lots of room here. And she looks
Come
over.
on, guys.
She looks over her tiny little bed.
Can I do an insight check?
Yes, you can.
Zahan will like peek his head through the door and grab a hand axe and said, Jado asked you a question.
I got a 17.
Where did you get the ring?
What ring you guys talking about? By now, I should have noticed what's going on with this ring here.
So she kind of stops, the smile turns into a more thin lip grin. And this ring has been in the family for a long time.
How long are we talking?
Oh. My mother gave it to me. Her mother gave it to her. Her mother gave it to her.
Sounds like my family. But we're not talking about rings.
It is close to my heart, this ring.
All right.
Does my insight of 17 tell me that she has... Does she have any ill...
Ulterior motives.
Yes.
What you gather from that insight check is she's honestly curious what you're doing out here. And that's about the extent of what you get from that insight.
Man.
Because she hasn't seen people for a while.
Alright, I'm going to physically remove Torval from the building. I'm going to walk in and grab him by the ear.
You're going to walk in?
Yeah.
Hey, what the
And test
hell are you
grapple.
doing?
Roll a constitution check for me, Dane.
Constitution. And I get a 7.
Yeah. You grab Torval, and Torval's like, "You gotta try the pie. You gotta try the pie." And he's got a whole bunch of pie in his hand, and he just mushes it into your face. and it gets into your mouth, and you're like, "That's good pie. I think we should stay for pie." And you go have a seat over here.
Oh, but I can add my my D4 to the saving throw, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. Nope.
And you say to the guys, "Maybe we should just come in and have some pie, have some coffee." And the old woman is like, "Yeah, we can just talk. Just talk. It's dark, it's cold outside. Come in, it's nice and warm." You and Ty is cold-blooded?
Well, I guess it has been a long time.
I got a nice spot by the fire there, you and Ty. It'll warm up that cold blood of yours.
Shadow, it's up to you.
I don't know. There's something seriously fucking wrong here.
No,
I don't know what it is though.
can't put my finger on it. I'll be ready if you make a move.
If you come in here, you can put your finger on it.
All right. Well, if I'm going in, you go first.
I'll just.
Alright.
Let's
Okay,
start-
I go first. You're not gonna get in the door.
okay,
Yeah, but,
Jado, you need to roll a Constitution check.
Well, I didn't go in yet.
Oh, I thought you said you're going in.
I said if I go in,
Oh, okay, sorry.
he's got to go through the door before me because we got to make a hole in that wall to get it through. He can't get in the room, right?
He would have to get bend down and turn sideways a bit to
You
get
get
in. the room.
in. but
And
it's
you'd
just-
be freaking uncomfortable in this space. You'd have to sit on the floor.
I'll just sit on the floor.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to fight in there.
That's why I pulled out a hand axe.
All right. All right, listen, old hag. I don't know what you did to my buddy Dane, but this is unacceptable.
What, feeding them pie? I did not know that was unacceptable in where you come from. What would you like to eat, my friend?
I want my friend back.
Well, come.
I don't
I'm
know
not
what you
holding
did, but
anybody here. Everyone's
Dane
free to
said
do what
we
they
were
want.
leaving as soon as he walked in here.
But he
ate
tried
that
my
food.
pie and he needed to have more. And Dane's
Yeah,
like, yeah, this pie.
Pie's the greatest pie I've ever had.
Dane is just chomping at all the food. He's just going.
Look
nuts.
at him. He's just sticking his face in their pie. Just running his tongue back and forth in their pie.
Can I do an Arcana check to know what
Yes, you can.
she is or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a pie monster.
I got 16.
16. So
Plus the check, you won't get the blast.
yeah, so you detect that there's something magical about her. It's hard to peg what it is. And these
Probably
two
a
guys, do seem overly interested in the food and all that.
I don't know. There's something fucked up here. We should leave.
Dan and
I
Torval,
agree.
you really don't want to leave. Torval, you could leave.
I'm gonna start lighting the side of the building on fire.
What are you doing, man? I'm gonna have some nice pie. Get her pie hot.
You got a torch or something?
Is that what you're doing?
Well, I don't have a torch. I don't know if Eldritch Blast can light things on fire. I don't think it can.
Yeah,
Nope, it's force
no.
damage.
No. It's
Hey,
forced.
Zenzir, do you have a torch we could light this place on fire? Smoke 'em
The
out?
old lady says, "Excuse me?"
Give us back our friends, or we're gonna burn your fucking hut down. Well,
You
give us
guys-
back our friend.
You
and,
guys can leave whenever you want. Leave if you want. And
All right.
Torval, you have a choice. Dane, you just want to keep eating and drinking.
Can I get another cup of coffee?
Yeah. Yeah, and she turns around, goes to the table, and pours another cup of coffee, brings it over to you.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of kick off your boots and
Zahan
stretch out.
will walk in and say, Dane, Torval, we need to leave. Now.
Oh shit.
You need to roll a Constitution save there.
Yeah. 23.
There
Yeah,
we
it's-
go.
You're not really interested in the food or the coffee or the company. It's just, and she kind of looks at you and smiles and goes, "You're true of heart, my friend."
Not many things cross me wrong more than one.
And she snaps her fingers. And Dane, you kind of wake up to your senses, and you got pie all in your beard and your face and your cheeks and your hands, and she says, "You must forgive me. I did charm your friends a little bit, but I don't get many company out here for years and years, and I just wanted to talk. I apologize, and if you guys need to leave, I won't stop you."
Zahan
Alright.
will put his hand axe in the middle of the table and say, "You do it again, and you might lose a hand."
She smiles. She says, "I like you. I won't do it
Do you
again."
know anything about Kenmouth?
And she starts cackling. Kenmouth? Yeah, I know about Kenmouth. Yeah.
Ma'am, what's this image here with the three guys in the ring of fire?
Oh, that. That was a painting given to me many, many years ago. Would you like me to start at the beginning, or do you want me to talk about Kenmouth?
Tell us all of your stories, ma'am.
All right.
Torval,
Is your lizard friend
let's-
coming in? I don't want all the heat to go out the door.
Nah, he's cold-blooded anyway. It doesn't matter.
Jado, I think we'll be
Close
okay.
the door.
Okay. She snaps her fingers and the door closes.
Ah,
You're out there by yourself. There.
You gotta walk in, Ray.
All right, I'll come inside.
Okay. The door's not locked. It was just closed. So you come in. And you don't feel like there's anything trying to convince you to be a certain way. So she says, "Well," and you get a little better look at this woman. She's, like I said, she has a bluish tint. She's got wrinkles, an old face. There's a strange, pungent smell. It's kind of like salt mixed with a weird pungent smell. Her hair is kind of like stringy, greasy, like almost. You're not sure in this darkness. It almost looks like a dark green. And she says, I've been here a long time. Before the temple was even built, down the road." And you ask about the painting. And she says, I was all alone at one time here at Kenmouth Bay, before the town was even there. It's just beaches, hills, and woods. And they came along. It was about a year before the temple was built. They're talking. I had an artificer. He came by, and they're planning to build a temple. And that's the one I told you about down the road. That's now in ruins. And I was walking along the rocky beach, looking for any gifts that the sea might produce. And one day, I came across a young lady, barely alive, half in the water. She wore white robes with red sashes soaked to her body. Her wet auburn hair pasted to her sleeping face. And a beautiful silver necklace was on her neck. So, I brought the body to this artificer. He was a gnome that was nearby. And he was one of the ones planning the temple. One of those book reading types, you know. They like to tinker. And I I brought him to him, and he offered me money for the woman. So I took some money and I gave him the woman. She was still unconscious. He seemed pretty excited. He paid me quite handsomely, and he gave me this painting. For some reason, he kept mumbling excitedly, I just need two more. And then he said, they're commissioning this art in stone too, at the temple. And you do notice kind of a silver necklace around her neck, but also purple splotches around her neck, almost like she got hurt or something, but black and blue splotches all around her neck. And the silver necklace really stands out against it. So they built the temple, and it was there to store ancient artifacts. The temple even had 3 guardians, and she moves her hand back to motion at the kind of the carpet-like painting, and they said they made these 3 temple guardians to make sure nobody took anything of these artifacts. And but one day, the warriors from afar they came to the shores and they raided the temple. And with their numbers, they defeated the metal men, and they looted the temple and took off in a boat into Kenmouth Bay. So I watched from the shore as these warriors took their longboat with the temple artifacts, and they paddled out into the bay. And it was strange. There was a bluish-green glow that came from the boat, and the men started acting strange. And then they started hacking apart their own boat and attacking each other, and the boat sank. And the men just sank without a struggle into the watery depths. And she chuckles. Anything else you'd like to know?
Is that the necklace you got there and around your neck from the girl that was washed up on the shore?
And she kind of just rubs it with her fingers. She doesn't answer.
Ma'am, I asked you a question.
What are you guys doing? I've answered some questions. What are you guys doing here? Why have you come to Kenmouth Bay? Why have you come to my forest? I think I've answered some of your questions. You answer some of mine.
We're here to kill the undead.
Oh, and she starts cackling. You talk of the curse. Yeah.
Do you know how to remove the curse, my dear?
Oh, do I know how to remove the curse? Why would I want to? Those bastards deserved everything they got. And she...
Well, if they're gone already, what does it matter if we take it away now?
As she said, the bastards deserve it. She kind of rubs her neck.
Ma'am, can I have your necklace?
And she chuckles. No, Tarvo. You can have some more pie, though.
Oh, come on. I'll give you another necklace in exchange.
She goes, yeah, that curse started when one of those fishermen dragged up something out of the bay.
Did he give you a pearl necklace?
No, he did.
Are you the witch that was supposed to have been buried under the tree? The Ruan tree?
She spat on the floor. When the townsfolk thought I was the cause of this curse, they hanged me from the rowan tree. They thought I was dead. But my magic tricks them.
And what was the cause of the curse, my dear?
Well, they found that thing in the bay. I cursed them and pulled that up. Long time after it fell into the bay. So they buried me in a shallow grave below the tree. And I waited until dark and I climbed out. My grave I hid in the marshes. I could hear the screams of the town at night for days. She spits on the ground again and cackles a little bit. Those sons of bitches, they deserve what they got. They deserve what they did to me. And when the curse took them or drove those survivors out of town, I moved here into my cottage. And yous are the first ones to disturb my peace and quiet since then.
So you won't help us lift this curse then. But those people are dead now, so the revenge is exacted.
Revenge is eternity for them. I get to watch those people die and then come back and die and come back and die. And that
So you used to be the center of this problem, or one of them.
Oh, I'm not saying that. I am not the cause of this curse.
Well, what is then, ma'am?
I believe that those many, many years ago, before the town was even built, when those grave robbers stole from the ruins down the road, the artifacts that these metal men were protecting, that they escaped into the bay and this bluish green turquoise number 2 light came, drove them nuts, and they sank into the depths with the artifacts.
So if we were to bring the artifacts back and put them in these ruins, would that fix the curse?
To be quite honest, my snaky friend,
Well, that's.
I don't know how that artifact works. I just enjoy what it's done. And she
Alright.
just cackles a bit, sips her tea.
Ma'am, your pa's wonderful, but you're a bit of a bitch.
I've been told that. And when she's talking to you, like her green eyes, like her face is old, her wrinkles old, she's slouched and all that, but her eyes are intensely green and alert and dart around at all of you, like almost like a cat waiting to pounce on prey. That's the kind of feeling you get from her eyes. Is very alert, very present.
So, Dean's just sitting at the table and he's like playing with his thieves' tools in his hands, like someone might fidget with a knife or something. And as I'm fidgeting with these tools, I'd like to cast like Mage Hand.
Sure.
As an artificer, I don't like it doesn't look like I'm casting a spell as long as I have some kind of artisan tool in hand when I cast.
Sure. Okay.
And I'd like to use my Mage Hand to appear behind her and take off the necklace.
So, like I said, she's wearing a cowl of her robe that goes over her head. So it would be impossible to do it from behind.
But the cowl's been removed.
No, she's never removed it.
Thought she did that as soon as we came in.
No, she never removed the cowl.
Can I make a sleight of hand roll for the necklace?
You can definitely try to sneak it down under her shoulder and trying to reach up while she's talking to you.
Yep.
You're gonna have a really good roll there, my friend.
Well, D&D physics. I'm gonna remove this necklace over your face.
There's an opportunity to do it. Absolutely, there's an opportunity to do it.
Rolled a natural 1.
Let's see what happens.
Oh no! You punch her in the face with a mage hand.
So the mage
No,
hand
he-
kind of
he
sneaks
grabbed-
under, and it makes it under her armpit, and you see it. It's going gliding up the front of her, and reaching for the necklace, and it just grabs her boob, her wrinkly old little boob, and she looks
Oh.
down and goes.
That's a little low there, right by her knee.
Her her head strangely like snaps to your quickly snaps unnaturally right at you, and the eyes blaze at you.
Do you
She has
wink?
no idea that mage hand is attached to me, though. That
Yeah.
could be anybody.
Give her a wink, though.
She just looks at you and goes, "Do you mind?"
I dropped the mage hand. Like, I dropped the spell.
Actually, before you do it, it disappears. Maybe it's time for you guys to leave.
Man,
Torval, it's been nice. You can stay if you want, Torval.
no, that's okay, ma'am. I'll be back some other time. Maybe with one of my cousins, we can have a tryst.
I don't like the fake hands, Torval. I like the real ones.
I can understand that 100%. Thank you, man.
And she just sneers over at you, Dane. Actually, she's been looking at you, Dane, the whole time she's been talking. She hasn't even taken her eyes off you.
Hey, Dane. And Torval gives him a wink. Wink, wink. Give her your real hand. Maybe you get something special.
And she's just staring like if she had laser beams. She's like, you notice, you look at her body, and everything is almost like flexing and tense and ready to pounce. That's what it looks like. It looks like a panther ready to pounce. And she's just, and a little smirk comes up the side of her mouth.
I think she wants you, boy.
Just staring at you, Dane. Just staring with a little smirk.
I think our time here is done.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and walk out.
I'm with you, Dane.
All right, you guys are out the door.
Yeah, I'm following him.
All right,
Thank you, ma'am.
you guys watch her as she stands behind the table, watching you guys as you leave, and the door just closes automatically behind her.
She's quite nice.
Should we light it on fire?
That's nice. I don't want to know what's bad in your books. Nope. No. She did mention the ruins up the road. But, don't think that's a smart choice either.
I don't mind looking there. I don't think we should be staying the night there, though. Maybe we should camp somewhere else and then go there in the morning. Or something.
It seems like a
Well,
wise
I'm
idea.
full of pie. I'm ready to go.
Why don't we go the other side of the road?
Yeah.
Sure. Maybe just walk like 10 minutes into the woods or something.
Yeah, Zon, did you find a place that looked suitable for camping?
The last time I rolled a survival check for that was 15.
And that's kind of when you're thinking about the place where you were at the road, and that's when you saw the crow take off towards the cabin.
Well, I need to look again, but I'm sure we can find something that's a little bit tucked away.
Well, that cabin was quite tucked away.
Yeah, but inside the cabin's not so
I
friendly.
think she had an eye on our dwarf friend there. She probably would have liked to tuck him away, if you know what I mean.
Now I don't know what you mean.
Oh, come on. Wink, wink, nuts, nuts.
So what are you guys' plans? You're standing outside the cabin. It's like pitch dark. There's a fog over the kind of rolling across the ground. There's a cold, biting wind. It'd be hard to make a fire in this kind of where like everything's damp and the ground floor of the forest is damp and it's cold.
Well, I'm gonna head back to the road. I
Okay.
don't want to camp next to this hut.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, so you guys are at the road, which continues on east the way you were traveling before you headed off into the woods there.
Well, shit.
Keep on going.
If it's all right, I think we should keep on going.
I like it.
So you're walking along. It's dark. It's getting colder. Like it's probably 11 o'clock or midnight. No moon. It's hard to
No
see.
dark vision.
Yeah. Okay. If you have dark vision, you hear in the distance. You hear wolves howling.
Do
Barking.
you and I have a dark vision?
What's that?
UNT.
You and I have dark vision.
Oh yeah, I do.
So I'm the only one with that dark vision here.
I
Hey,
have.
guys, where are you going? Where are you going?
Yeah. So you guys are kind of stumbling around. If you're
Yeah,
going
they're
at
not
Torval's
stumbling.
speed.
I'm stumbling around behind them.
Yeah,
I
you're
keep
either
grabbing
walking
the cloak.
normally or half speed, so Torval can keep up with you and see you
I'm just grabbing a cloak and I'm falling.
stumbling over rocks.
Okay.
Keep on moving. Well, roll a survival check, Zahn.
10.
You're going a ways, and the bush, like there's puddles of water here and there. You're not finding any kind of area open that could really make a good camping area. You guys are starting to get tired.
Say we
The
should
cold
stay
is starting
with
to
that
seep
old
into your
bit.
bones, and you're feeling a little weary.
The old woman would have had a nice place, even if we would have thrown her out. We could have stayed in that house.
Roll a perception, everybody.
Disadvantage because I'm blind.
10.
7.
9.
Okay, you guys don't see anything. All right, keep on moving along.
Well, if we set up camp here,
There's puddles
I
of
can-
water and stuff like that on the road.
6.
Everything's wet.
okay, can we go off the road?
Well, you were looking for a good spot, and you couldn't find one.
Can we find a bad spot?
You can try camping right in the middle of like wet dirt and puddles and all that if you want, or a bush.
Well, I just don't want to be on the road.
Yeah. Do you want to go off the road?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you head off the road a bit. Roll another survival check, Zahn. You've probably about another hour.
Mhm.
You've been walking an hour, not finding anything.
21.
21. So you're going along, and then you notice a little bit of a trail heads east, like a game trail heads east through the woods, and something scurries out of a bush, just rattles. Who has dark vision?
Everyone but
Zaha.
Yeah, so you see just a rabbit just go shooting between bushes and head off down this rabbit game trail.
I blast it.
Okay, roll an attack.
13.
13? Yeah, you hit it. You just hit it, and it just tumbles and starts twitching, and it's just in its death throes on the ground.
I will slit its throat to put it out of its misery.
All right, you have one rabbit.
All right.
Rascally wabbit.
Let's camp here. Somebody start a fire.
Take one.
You are on a tiny little, like, 1 foot wide game trail with bushes all around you.
Good, we got firewood.
Wet. Everything's wet. Like, you got water on the ground. You can camp here if you want. I'm not going to tell you you can't. It's just,
Raw and wriggling is good with me.
Anyone got the ability to start a fire?
Yeah, Sear will start a fire, but you can't
Yeah.
keep it going without dry wood.
You gotta keep moving there, guys. Move forward.
Well, I'm sure we could do like
Move forward.
find
I
some
can-
underbrush or
Move
something.
forward.
I can set up an alarm
Forward.
to warn us if there's anything coming, but that's if we camp.
Yeah.
I think we need to find a spot that's at least a little more open.
All right.
All right, so you're moving along this game trail, and you notice up ahead looks like a crumbling stone wall, and it looks like a stone floor, and some taller pieces of crumbling wall. Looks like there was a. This might
What
be
do
the
you see up
ruins
there?
that she was talking about.
These
What
are
do
the
you see,
ruins.
guys? I can't see nothing.
Don't you have a torch?
Well, it's stuck up the dwarf's ass, I think.
Basically,
That's a
what you
piece of
see
tinder.
if you kind of you're kind of coming up to it is like you have a stone floor, and there's no roof or anything. It's just some broken walls and a couple steps here and there. But where the
But we
stone,
could set up camp here.
huh?
We could set up camp here.
It is dry if you want. Yep.
I feel like the DM is fucking us.
I think we could camp
That's
here
my
and I'll
job.
set up an alarm.
We could have stayed in the old lady's house. She's quite nice.
You guys can do whatever you want.
We should have stayed at the old lady's house. She's quite nice. Gave me
All right.
pie and everything.
Yeah, she's quite nice. She offered.
Yeah, she did.
So should we do just a quick kind of scout around this place to see if we're gonna attract some attention?
Torvald's setting up a fire already.
You do notice that there looks like an old fire pit with some ashes and stuff like that, with a stone thing around it, stone kind of
Oh, okay.
barrier. And
Man, it started the
there
fire
was
in.
a couple of old logs that like they never got to. It looks like it's old. Like there's dust and there's grime and stuff all over it. But
Yeah,
it's probably the
dry.
driest wood around.
Okay, guys. If we're gonna get attacked, we want to do that before we go to sleep, right?
Just can you get some fire going here? I'm a little bit cold.
Well, I thought
You
you were
look
doing
very
that.
cold because you're
Okay.
cold-blooded.
If you've got firewood, then Sear will start the fire, and he jumps down off of my warhammer, and is just a spark enough to start the fire, and he jumps back onto the head of the warhammer.
Yeah, you
Oh.
got a rabbit there, I see. Let's cook that sucker up.
All right, but first I'm gonna see if there's anything around here. I'm gonna walk over to a tree and gonna booming blade a tree to create a giant booming sound. 300 feet in the distance.
So this is what you're in the temple here.
Okay, so Torvald, you see the pillar right?
I'm gonna show
Below
you how you guys
level
came
there?
up to this too. Let me just
Yeah.
zoom in here. So I'm gonna show you how you entered into the. Torvald, who's the most interested guy here. So you kind of came this way, and then you came up here and you saw the big open area.
So Torvald's gonna make like a pile of rubble with a minor illusion within a 5-foot area, and that's where he's gonna set up his bed, and he's gonna sleep in that minor illusion
Okay.
of rubble.
How long does minor illusion last?
Like a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay. You're a real smart.
Long enough for him to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he feels good about it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
So he
Yeah.
falls asleep, and then he shows up after he's asleep.
Oh my goodness.
Before anyone sleeps, though, I'm gonna make some noise, and then we're gonna know if there's someone near us. We don't want to get attacked while we're sleeping.
Right. So after that noise,
Oh, Mama, don't touch me there.
how long do you want to wait before we actually turn in?
Well, it
Mama,
doesn't matter to me. Just
I think we're gonna keep a watch.
there again.
gonna keep a watch.
Yeah, I think
I'll
the
go
three of us
first.
should watch since he can't see anything in the dark.
Okay. I can set up a 20-foot cube alarm with like a wire that will alert us.
Great.
And so are these walls around this temple?
They're like 3 feet here, 4 feet there. Nothing.
Right. It's not like I could just set up the wire across the entrance.
Oh, you guys want to
Yeah.
do kind of a tour around it?
Yeah, let's see what this.
Yeah.
Okay.
room looks like.
Torval's sleeping. It's not him.
I'm sleeping.
All right. So,
I've eaten enough pie tonight.
and do you want to go outside the walls too?
We'll stay inside.
Okay.
It-
And these walls, you can just look over the walls. It goes out into the forest. Like they're not that high.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so basically my 20-foot cube is only enough to go around our sleeping.
Area. What does the
Area.
20-foot cube do?
It's a wire.
The alarm spell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'll
the
say it's enough to ping between these pillars. Kind of that you're in between. Let's say you string it up around these pillars that you're. Do you see that?
Nope.
Like
I
there,
don't see anything.
there, there.
Yeah.
Oh,
there.
I see
Yeah.
a thing
You're able to
there.
string
So I'll
between
set it
those.
up for an audible alarm.
No problem. So
and that way,
you guys are you taking watch? Are you all going to sleep? What's happening?
No, we're gonna take a watch.
Torval's already sleeping.
That's fine.
I'm second watch. Dane will be third, I guess.
okay, I'm sleeping. Zon's on first watch.
Yep.
What'd
All
you
right.
roll?
Oh, I'm preparing to roll a perception check. It's
roll
shit,
perception.
but I rolled it. It's a 4.
Okay.
The
Who's sleeping?
barbarian,
Who's up?
not a wisdom class.
So Zon, you're the only one up.
Yep.
Okay. What did you roll?
4.
A 4. Okay. Everyone else is sleeping.
Yeah.
Pappy! Pappy, quit poking me there.
Yeah, it's you go through your shift and nothing happens. So you could wake up the next person and it'll be 3 shifts.
Yeah, I'll wake up Jado
Jado.
and go. Jado, it's your turn.
Okay.
Didn't see anything. See you in the morning.
Perfect.
Jado, are you gonna walk around or are you staying there in one spot?
I'll be leaning against a pillar.
Pillar. Okay.
Maybe sitting on the rubble. I'll be sitting on the rubble.
Over
The
to the
big
right.
pile of rubble. Yeah.
Roll perception with advantage.
Ooh. What does the B mean on? Oh, that's a natural 20.
That's what that is.
Oh. All right. 22.
22. You see. Let me just give this thing some light. You see, looks like a big slab. This is just kind of what it looks like. And that's that big slab you're kind of sitting on. And you notice it's cracked and it's old and worn, but it almost looks like it was once engraved or there's something on it, some kind of image.
Can I read anything on it?
Roll an intelligence check. Just a straight check.
14.
14. You've seen this. Something about this, it matches up with something you've seen. You're trying to put your finger on it.
Is it? It's words though. It's not an image.
It's an image.
What's an image?
Let me zoom in a bit on that, or make it bigger.
See an eyeball.
I see a kind of a face. There's a bit of a face in the middle there, below the yellow blotch, or above the yellow blotch. I don't know.
And it does look like things have been cracked and smeared and worn down over time. But
It
you
looks
swear
like
it
the American
resembles
to me.
something you've seen.
Like on a rug.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, we get the circle.
Ha
back.
ha.
Says a
Metagaming pigeon.
metagaming pigeon.
Interesting.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, and nothing happens on the rest of your watch unless you're doing anything.
Nope, that's good for me. I will wake up Dane.
Okay.
And I'll mention to Dane, hey, when you're taking your watch, go look at that rock. It looks like it's got the same.
Morning there, fellas. What's up?
No,
You're still sleeping.
just before he wakes up, I think I should smash his skull with one of those rocks. Yeah, I'm gonna mention to Dane about the drawing on the rock.
Okay. Dane, are you going over there to look at it?
Yeah, I'll go have a look.
So you see that image again as well. And it's... Yeah, it looks very familiar to you. It's distorted, but it just... You're trying to place it.
Can I roll any kind of a check to see?
Well, if you guys
If I
think
know
it's the curtain, you guys can figure out it's probably the curtain.
The rug
The rug.
with the
yeah.
three warriors, or
He did mention they were doing an engraved commission at the ruins or at the temple.
okay, so this
I
must
don't
be
get
it.
that from it.
Is it something that is like been carved and then been eroded, or is it something that's still being carved?
No, it's like a finished piece made a long time ago,
Okay,
and it looks like it was just ruined over time and just distressed over time. And you catch movement out of the corner of your eye, and you
in which
see
direction?
another little rabbit go shooting underneath that big slab. It looks
A
like there's
rabbit?
a little rabbit hole there.
A hole.
It's like
Okay.
maybe a 8-inch diameter hole.
Okay, I send Seer in to go chase the rabbit out.
It goes flying in there. How
Yeah.
does Seer work? Is it a familiar?
It's just something I created, and I thought you could fly with it, but
Oh, okay. No, so it's a real animal. It's not a spell.
it is an ember that my god gave to me as a pet.
Okay.
So it's an ember that came out of the
Right.
out of the
forge.
forge
Yep.
and has now just attached itself to me. And
So it's a cat, right?
no, it's just like an ember.
Oh, okay.
It's
Gonna
like
say you
some
already got two
magical-
cats in this place in this party.
It's like a glowing flame that just
and
dances around.
so this glowing flame that's dancing around, Zarn's cat wakes up and is trying to jump at it and paw at it and stuff like that.
Oh.
The ember zooms down into the underground.
Yeah.
And it's just an ember, right? It's just like a glowing ember.
Yeah, it has flame to it, but
Yeah.
it,
Okay.
so
So
it lights up just that little area.
you see it glowing underneath the slab in the hole.
Okay, and I ready a throwing axe to take out anything rabbit that comes shooting out of there.
You just see the light wavering back and forth, like it's doing something in there.
Okay, he's having his own battle.
You're not sure, but he's not coming out.
Oh, your god spark is dead.
Okay, well, I'll it.
Huh?
Seer, get back out here.
And you see Seer come to the edge, and then shoot back in the hole.
Okay, I get out my shovel.
Okay. You kind of get down. You're getting the shovel and trying to dig. You look. You can see Seer kind of off in the distance of this hole, and something flashes in your eye, like a reflection of something catches the light of Seer.
Down in the hole.
I don't know. It might be something down
metal,
there.
something shiny.
Something shiny down there.
Okay, I'm digging.
You can kind of dig around small rocks and stuff like that. You're making it a little bit bigger. While you're doing that, you hear something to your right, and this massive giant toad just appears in this doorway to the temple. And it just kind of looks at you down on all fours, digging through this hole, and it just goes. Roll initiative.
Can I trip the alarm?
From where you are?
Yeah, can I like throw something at like a rock or a shovel at the alarm wire to wake everybody else up? Or shout at them to wake them up?
Be back in
I
two
could say you could either do shout, or you can try to throw a rock to do the alarm, or you could just
Well,
shout.
I'll just shout at them. They're right there.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, so let's see how deep asleep everyone's been. Everyone roll a what's a sleep check?
Perception.
Yeah, perception. See if you hear it.
Well, I have danger sense, so I can't be
You can't be surprised.
surprised.
Right.
I have advantage on. Well, no, I have advantage on dex saves.
Yeah.
Against the effects while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Right.
So,
So you're not. This isn't a dex check. This is a perception check.
still decent.
I'm sleeping. I got 3.
3. You're sound asleep.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of my sleep.
Okay.
Mike said he would be back in a couple minutes.
That's okay. I got this.
I
I rolled 4 for my initiative.
4. All
Eh.
right.
My perception was 18.
18.
Yeah.
So you wake up. You hear his yell, and you look up and you see this giant frog looking at him.
Do I get to roll initiative, or will I go on the next round?
No, let's get everybody to
You
roll.
let me
initiative.
know.
So yeah, what was your initiative, Dane? 4.
4.
Okay.
14 for Zahan.
14. And Ray,
12
Yours.
for
What'd you get?
Shadow. 12.
a 12. Okay. And Mike's gone right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just roll for him. Oh, that's shitty. Alright. The giant toad goes first. And it is going to leap at you, Dane.
I got a 12 initiative.
At 12? Okay. Sorry, I rolled for you. I gave you a 3. You're asleep anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta roll a perception
Oh, perception.
to see if you woke up.
Yeah, I think I did.
Alright, so that's your turn then. You
A
and
20.
Zon were just startled out of a yell from Dane. And you see this giant toad leap right next to him and is going to attack him. Alright. he's going to try to bite you.
As a bonus action, I will give.
On your turn, you can do a bonus action. Can't you?
Oh, I thought it was my turn.
No, it's not. It's Toad's turn.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to try to bite you there, Dane. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
All right. Ooh. That's 11 points of piercing damage.
Whoa.
Plus 3 points of poison damage.
Holy shit.
And you are grappled.
Oh,
I
okay.
have resistance to poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay then.
Dwarf.
So you take half damage on the poison, so 1
Great.
point.
So I'm down to 5 hit points.
Oh boy. And you're grappled. So next in the initiative order is Zahn.
For my bonus action, I would like to rage.
Nice.
So while I'm raging, I get advantage on strength checks and saving throws, a +2 melee damage with strength weapons, and a bunch of resistance stuff.
Cool.
Um,
You could also, if you're running that way, you could purposely trip the tripwire to wake everyone up. If you
yeah,
want.
I will run right through or around the alarm and kick it to wake everybody up.
Okay.
And I'll
And you're there.
bury my
So you're
great axe.
you're prone there, so you take half your movement to get up.
Okay, so that's 15.
Yeah.
So I'll like.
10, 15.
Oh, I didn't know that he was all the way over there. I guess I will not use my action and go another 30 straight into him.
Okay. So you want to get to that side or around him?
Yep. Yeah, I'll be right on the opposite side of
Right there?
one to the south. Perfect.
And that was your action to get there?
Yep.
So you just see Dane's feet kind of just dangling out as this thing has a grapple on him.
Yeah.
He's got half his shoulder and half his arm inside the mouth.
Oh boy.
All right. Next up.
That's my action anyway, so it don't matter.
Yeah. Zadu, you wake up to the alarm going off, and you are prone. You see Dane halfway in a Toad's mouth, and you see Zahn running past you towards it.
I will stand up and go in front of Torval.
Okay. Torval's woken up too. Everyone's woken up, like on his turn, because he set off the alarm.
Ding dang it!
So where do you want to move to, Ray?
In front of Torval. Just 15 feet towards the
There?
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
That's perfect. And then I will Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
Oh! Another natural 20.
Oh.
Hey.
How do I roll crit? Oh, it just automatically does crit damage?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know if it
That's a
automatically
shit roll.
does it.
It does. Give me 2d10 and I got 5.
Oh no.
So 9 damage total. Or 10 damage, sorry.
10 damage.
Okay. On a crit.
Oh shit. Is that your turn?
Yeah, bonus action? Yeah, that's good.
All right, Dane, you are next, and you're stuck.
What
in the
about
mouth-
me?
Huh?
What about me?
Yeah, I rolled a shitty. You're after Dane.
I rolled a 12.
No, you were gone, so I rolled for you. It's all right. So Dane, you're stuck in the mouth, or your shoulder, your arm is, and he's just kind of flinging you around in the air. This giant toad biting into you. What do you do? You're grappled.
Okay. I'd like to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
Oi, that's my spell.
Copyright.
Yeah, that's a warlock thing. What the hell?
I'm an artificer, so I've got it too. Yeah, so it gives me 5 temporary hit points, and protects, or it will do 5 damage to whoever attacks me.
Oh, it's do it automatically, like at the beginning of your turn?
Well, when they attack me, then they'll take the damage.
Oh, okay, so not when you cast it, though?
No.
Okay. Okay.
And, yeah, I guess I really can't do anything else. That's my action.
You could try a grapple check to get out, but if you used your action to cast that spell?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Torval, Hornblower.
I see my new dwarf friend there sticking out of their their tobe. So I'm gonna cast I'm gonna cast healing word on him,
Alright.
and I'm gonna give him a little bit of bardic inspiration.
You're still prone.
That doesn't matter. I can
Okay.
turn over and go, hey boy.
That's good eating, there.
He's eating you. You can't let toads do that to you. So you get you get 5 points, 5 hit points back,
That's good.
and you get a D6 bardic inspiration. I'm gonna stand up and go, hey there, what's going on over there?
Nice. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. So it's the giant's toad turn.
I'm in its mouth.
Yeah. So it is... Okay, so it's going to try to swallow you.
No good.
Would that be considered a melee attack?
Yeah, it would. That is 18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right.
It's going to take 5 points of cold damage.
So you get sucked into its mouth completely, and the grapple ends. You are swallowed. You're blinded and restrained. You have total cover against any attacks or other effects outside. And you take some acid damage at the start of each of the toad's turns. So that would be next time.
So you can attack.
So I don't take any damage right now.
No, you don't take any damage. You just got swallowed. So next attack, you're going to take. If you're still in there, you're going to take acid damage.
So
Good news. If it doesn't break your 5 temporary hit points, it takes 5 cold damage each time it hits you.
But it's not hitting you with acid damage. You just take it. You're sitting in a
Is
pool
the
of
acid
acid.
damage melee attack? No.
It's not a melee attack though. It's just you're sitting in a pool of acid in its gut.
Right.
So you're restrained and blinded, upside down in its gut, and your face is burning as acid is steaming away your face.
So you get a D6 you can add to your ability checks and saving throws as well.
Yeah. I got it sitting right here.
Okay.
Resistant to poison, but not to acid.
All right. So that's his turn. Zahn, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
With 14.
14 hits.
So then I'll roll damage. That's a big old 12 points of damage.
not looking too great. It's taking some damage. Are you moving at all?
Nope. Stay right where I am.
Alright. From the noise of that big boom that you did, Jado, you hear to the west another giant toad appears in the west entrance there.
The noise I made was full of sleep.
What's that?
Dinner's coming to serve us here, there, guys. We got some legs.
Yeah. And it just appears there. That's its turn. Jado, it's your turn.
We just need some cabbage now.
I will. Blast.
You sound really quiet. Or if you'd like to.
I'm going to attack with Eldritch Blast. I think
I'm
first I'll cast
making
Hex.
everybody in a hillbilly here.
I'm going to cast Hex on the first toad.
Okay.
And then Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
11 to hit?
At 11, just hits.
Oh, wow.
That crappy AC. Big fleshy mound bags.
So he takes
What does that sound like?
11 damage plus a d6. So, oh, I can't see. Oh, it's a 1. So 12 damage to the first toad.
$12 damage?
Yep. And
Okay,
I'm
so
going to give the toad
what did you hit it with?
advantage on strength checks.
What did you hit it with? Eldritch?
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, so you hit it and it just explodes in its chest. And Dane, through the opening in his chest, just kind of falls out full of goo and gore all over him. And this toad just falls forward on top of Dane. But you kind of fell out onto the ground and then the toad fell on top of you, but you are not. You're still under him, kind of, but you can just push him off your next turn. But that giant toad is dead.
Okay.
All right, Dane, it's your turn.
I'm gonna push off the toad.
All right. Yeah. So that's going to be your action, and then you can take half a movement to stand up,
Yeah.
and then you still have half movement. And you see a toad to the west there.
What's half of 25?
12.
Like, do you round up or round down?
Round down.
Yeah.
What?
You can move 10 feet.
Yeah.
It's just the way it works.
There you go.
Zach.
10 feet. You got short little dwarf legs.
I know, but when you half something,
It's always round down in D&D, like for damage or anything, or it's always round down.
yeah, but when you round down and you rounding down by like 5,
Yeah, it's nasty. That's
it's not rounding down by 1.
the way it is.
Okay, can I see this guy over here?
Yeah. Do you have a bonus action or anything? Because you used your action to move the toad off you. You stood up and
That's
then moved
right.
10 feet.
What do I got for bonus actions? Doesn't D&D Beyond supposed to help me out here? Where's the bonus action?
Under actions.
Yeah.
There's actually
Bonus actions.
like
fighting?
They should tell
No.
you.
Already done my bardic inspiration to you.
I got nothing.
Nothing?
I'm
That's
just
your turn.
gonna
Okay.
wipe some of the goo off.
Torval, you're up.
Hmm.
Dane, it looks like
Ah,
you
we got frog leg for breakfast, guys! And I fire off crossbow bolt at that new frog that's coming at us.
you got enough range on that, right? Crossbow.
It's a light crossbow, 80 feet,
Oh yeah, you're good.
320 for long range.
And what's your
Um,
to hit?
I rolled a 14 plus 5,
That hits.
so it's a d8 plus 3. And I got a 2 plus 3, so that's 5 points of damage. And I'm gonna move back towards my dwarf friend, and I'm gonna slap him on his slimy back. Go, you all right there, boy?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
All right. That's your turn, Torval?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Zahn, Ver, you are up. You see at the opposite end of this temple ruin, you see this giant frog come into the entrance. Just get hit by Torval.
I'll just run clear across.
Okay.
60 feet straight at it.
You're getting your exercise in, going back and forth.
Yep.
All right, that's your
It's all
turn.
good. Yep.
Giant Toad's turn. He's gonna see you coming right at him, and he's just gonna leap right at you. He's gonna take a bite at you.
Sure.
That is a try to bite you with a unnatural 20.
Yep, that hits.
Oh, another swallow.
That is 10 points of piercing damage.
Half to 5.
Oh, and 1 point of poison damage. And you are grappled.
So you got an orange belly on these?
Check for that.
What's that?
Do these frogs have orange bellies?
Why?
'Cause
No?
you lick them then.
They turn orange?
No. Don't you
Like
know
yellow
about
eye.
frogs in Australia?
Oh, they'll kill you?
No, they have these toads. Cane toads, they're called. They actually, I think they're from Africa originally. And you lick their stomach. They're orange on the bottom. And you lick their stomach and you get high from it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're poisonous.
Oh, beautiful.
Hmm.
So you now have it's got a good bite on your head and shoulders there, Zahn. So that's his turn. And Jado, you see another
Jetto
toad.
will walk onto his old bedroll and then Eldritch Blast again. Oh, first I'm gonna move my hex onto the new toad, and it'll have disadvantage on its strength check.
And where are you moving to? Onto your bedroll?
My old bedroll, yeah.
Yeah,
Move
there.
forward 20 feet.
Okay.
Another 10 feet forward.
That's my bedroll.
Oh,
Yeah, right there. That's good. And then Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
25 to hit.
That's a hit.
And that is 7 damage plus 11 damage total.
11.
That's my turn.
All right. Dane, you got out of the slop and you're getting the slime off you, and it's your turn.
Okay. I'll run 25 feet towards this other frog.
Right there.
Yeah. I'll throw a hand axe.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That would be 14.
14 hits.
Okay, 8 damage.
8 damage. Yeah, this toad's taking some hits. It's bleeding. It's not looking that great. That's your turn, Dane?
Yep.
All right, Torval, you are up.
Torval's gonna run up 20 feet right behind Dane. Fire his crossbow, gang.
All right.
Dane's gonna move out of the way so that he doesn't get a crossbow bolt up the butt.
That's 20.
That's a hit.
And another 7 points of piercing damage.
Yes. Toad kind of staggers a little bit.
Woohoo! We're gonna have some more frog legs for breakfast, there, dudes.
All right. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Zahn, it's your turn, and you take some acid damage.
Am I poisoned, or did I just take it as
You
poison
took poison damage,
on-
but now you're taking acid
Okay.
damage for being in there.
Oh, being grappled?
Yeah, and you're in his stomach. Oh no, sorry. You're
No,
just
no,
grappled.
he
You're
hasn't
not
swallowed
swallowed
I'm
him
yet.
just grappled.
You're right. So he's going to.
And
make an
can
attack
he
to
swallow
you.
something that's 7'8"?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Just
a medium.
As long as you're a medium
Yeah,
creature.
medium.
Yeah, you'll stick out a bit. You'll be a big bulge.
Yes, ma'am.
You're,
I am.
you're definitely a big bulge there.
That's a 9 to hit.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
So he's trying to get you in his mouth, but your size, you're able to get your arms out, kind of stop it from swallowing you more, and it's not able to do it. Oh,
And I
sorry,
can
that
just
was your
do
turn.
half of them
That
hanging
wasn't
out.
the toad's turn.
Okay.
So nothing happened.
He's swallowing you
come
on your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn, Zon. So you're grappled. You can try to get out, or you can attack.
No, I'm gonna recklessly attack at the toad.
Okay.
So I rolled with advantage, and I rolled a 18
18.
plus 6.
That
so-
hits.
I get to roll damage. So that is 13 points of sloshing damage.
13 points. So, as this thing has you in its mouth, you just take. How do you want to do it? How do you wanna kill
I'll
this
just with my arm jammed up in its mouth, I'll just take my other hand holding the axe and just bury it into the side of its head.
Or
And
you
just kind of cleave halfway through.
Yeah, it cleaves halfway through until you hit the bone, and just gore comes flying out the side of this thing. It falls over dead. And yeah, you guys are just kind of covered in slime and muck, and or at least you and Dane.
So Torval runs up and he starts butchering the legs off of these things. Oh, this is gonna make a real good roast tonight.
Roll a survival check.
Do I have advantage with this because this is how my people
Yeah, I'll
survive?
give you advantage.
You survive on frog legs?
Yeah, that's frog legs and cabbage. That's a 10.
So you're able to get maybe 3 more rations out of that. Of
Okay.
frog legs. And we're out of combat. So you guys are.
Did
It's
we
still
get
about
a long
4 in the
rest?
morning. And
Is the question.
yeah, this is at the beginning of your watch there, Dane. So
Yeah.
you guys need still about, about 3 hours more. for the
I'm
long
already
rest.
on my
Okay, so then-
bedroll, so
So then I can set up the alarm and we can go back to sleep.
Yeah, you can do that.
Or I mean, I don't need to. I've already gotten my
You've gotten yours, yeah. Sure.
rest.
I
They
got
can get
mine,
their
too.
rest.
So those guys go back to sleep. Are you doing anything more in this area?
Well, I'm cooking up frog legs for them when they're waking up.
Okay. Yeah, you
Don't
you
you
had
need to sleep? Oh no,
he never took a
I
watch.
slept through the whole freaking night.
Yeah.
right. Torval
I didn't take
doesn't
no
need to
watch.
sleep the
So-
last watch.
Yeah. So Torval's got his long rest in. It's Zahn and Jado that need it.
sweet.
So I'm playing the banjo and cooking up.
Your little
Frog.
light thing is still fluttering in and out of this hole by the slab.
Okay, so
It
I
just
can go
echoes
and-
in the night. The banjo.
The flame is still in the hole.
Yep.
I go back and find my shovel and keep digging.
Okay.
Every time we leave that dwarf alone, he starts digging.
That's kind of what they're up to all the time. They like being underground.
So you're getting your shovel in there, and you shovel in there, and you hear a clunk. It hits something
Me,
metal-
you guys
metallic.
up for some frog legs?
It hits something metallic.
Okay. I'm gonna take a rock that's small enough that to fit in my hand, and I'm gonna use my magical tinkering to have it emit 5 feet of light.
Okay.
Can I point it down the hole and see?
Well, your little fire bead also is lighting up that hole.
It is, but
Yeah.
I thought more light is better.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a perception with advantage.
Okay. That would be 18.
So you get some light in there, and it actually looks like you see the bottom of a metallic foot at the end of this hole.
There's a foot. Just a foot or attached to something?
All you can see is the bottom of the foot. It may be attached to something, but you can't see. Just the
Okay,
way
I'm
the-
gonna dig up the rest of this pile.
Okay, there's a big slab on top.
Okay.
You may have
Only
to.
someone was super strong right beside you sleeping.
Well, I've got 15 to strength, so
Oh yeah, if you wanna try lifting it, you could use your shovel as a lever and.
yeah.
Okay,
You want a strength roll?
give me a strength roll. Athletics.
I don't know how many shovels I've broken during my lifetime. Using them as levers.
That's a 7.
7. So you're able to get your shovel in there, and you start
Oh,
to hear.
can I use my inspiration?
Yes.
So that's a D6 that Torval gave me.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 6.
I
Oh,
don't know if it.
it's good.
So
Your
it's
shovel didn't
13.
break then. But you're kind of levering it up, and you're actually able to lift the slab up, and you can't get it quite all the way up, but you look down and you see a metallic man underneath the slab, and it slips out and it just kind of goes clunk. Doesn't look like it's sitting on top of the man, but he looks like he's trapped underneath, and it's kind of resting on top of other boulders. He's trapped under there.
Okay.
Really dusty, old looking.
Okay. I'll just put a pin
It
in
looks
that.
very similar to the one you saw in the painting.
Uh-huh. What about the flame? Is it my seer is?
Oh, it was. You could see it dancing around it, like all over it, while it was super excited to see this forged metal man.
But seer won't come out of the hole. It's still down in.
Now that he knows that you're actively trying to get at it, he'll come out. I
Okay,
think he's trying to draw your attention.
I see that. Seer, you got to stay with me. I can't lose you again.
And if a little flare dot could sulk, it's sulking.
Okay. I'm gonna bring the magical stone that's emitting 5 feet of light over to Torval, so he can see what he's cooking.
You see some frog legs. Yep, cook up the frog legs over the fire pit.
I'm going to sleight of hand and just try and sneak a piece.
All right,
Little
roll sleight of
taste
hand.
Yeah, I just want a 7.
Torval, you
Can't
see
roll
this
tonight.
invisible, or not invisible, this incorporeal hand reach down and try and grab a piece of your meat off your frogs.
Well, if you want some frog legs there, boy, here, come get some.
Okay,
You could still.
There's enough here for everyone.
If
There's
you're not
four
stopped,
legs, and 4 monsters, and four of us.
Your mage hand grabs some right in front of him and pulls it back to you.
I let him have it.
So, if you want to wait till morning, if there's anything else you want to do, you could do that.
I'll toss Torval the rock that emits light.
Okay. You have a little more light around there. You get a third ration out of those frogs. He's from that extra light.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
We're having barbecue. Occasionally.
Are you just gonna finish out the night? Your watch?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna do anything?
I'd like to go over to my Warhammer where it's by my bedroll.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say a prayer over it, and Seer's gonna jump onto the hammerhead.
Okay.
And it becomes a +1 Warhammer.
Right. Nice. There's a
Jaddo's
faint
really
kind of
pissed off.
glow, just outlines the it's a axe.
It's a Warhammer.
Warhammer. So as the, is it Seer? He comes into it, and it's just this flare kind of envelops the Warhammer, and then it just fades away.
All right.
That's your watch?
That's my watch.
All right. So the night, nothing else comes in the night, and the day comes. The fog tends to burn off, and you hear the birds chirping in the forest. You wake up to cooked frog legs. Smells good.
In the morning, I make sure to mention to everybody that it looked like there was the mural on the rock.
Okay.
Yeah, in the morning I'm going to tell about my investigation and the digging that I've done, and that I need some help to lift this slab.
Oh, well, I can do that, Dane.
Zahn, come over here and help me lift this slab.
And you
Yeah.
guys can either roll one person with advantage, or you can each roll.
I'll aid.
Double natural 20s.
Wow.
Zahn just comes over, picks up the slab, and wings it. And you just missed Torval. It lands right beside Torval with a big dust flying up and all that. Torval, you...
Hey, watch
Freak
it.
out.
What you doing over there?
Sorry.
Furry guy?
Good morning.
And Dane, you're about to lift up on the other side, and as you're kind of warming up your hands, the whole slab just moves out of the way. Zahn just picks it all up by himself. So, lying underneath this slab, kind of trapped in a little hollow, is a metal man. He's just lying there, not moving.
Would,
Dust all over him. Grime.
Are Warforged like common in this world? If so, does it look like a Warforged or something different?
It looks, or roll a history check. Whoever is proficient.
No, not me.
Oh, well, you can just
Not
roll
me.
history then.
4.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen anything like this before. It's just looks like a suit of armor. Very strange. You wonder how you get into it.
Does it look
I-
vaguely familiar like the one in the painting with the rug?
Probably
It looks
got a
exactly
fork in the
like the
back.
one. It looks exactly like the one in the room.
Hmm.
So this is
I
one
have-
of the Guardians.
I have proficiency with smith's tools, and I have, like, I'm a blacksmith, and would it be something that I've seen this kind of work done before, or can I use my tools to
Roll an
further
investigation.
investigate it?
You can roll an investigation.
Okay. That's an 18.
All right, so you kind of looking this thing over and lifting up its arms. You kind of roll it over, and on the back of its head is a small hole, maybe about the size, an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch hole, and it just goes straight into the head. But it
Oh,
looks
I've
like
seen
it's
one of
supposed.
these
It
before.
doesn't look like damage. It looks like it's supposed to be there.
This is where you put the coins in. Here, Torval, come put some coins in.
What are you talking about? You
It's a
and your
little bit
fancy.
smaller than a like a gold piece or silver piece. Or it's smaller than that. Not by much, but it is smaller. And you see a little insignia just above it. It looks like a lightning bolt.
I think there's probably a key or something that goes in there.
Okay. Can I keep looking around the rubble for like a piece that's missing or a key or
Yeah, roll an
like
investigation.
digging? Okay, that's another 18.
You do find kind of a little red shaft of crystal. Looks like it'd perfectly fit in there. It almost looks dull gray though. It's like the dullest crystal you've seen.
Okay, can I like shine it up with a little cloth?
Sure. Yeah, shine it up. It just looks internally. It looks like it's just a dull-looking crystal.
Cast a spell at it.
Put, hey, you made that there glow, like make that thing glow.
Okay. I use my tinkering and I make the crystal glow.
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay. $15.
Looking at this crystal and kind of how you've tinkered around, this thing looks like it could be some kind of a power source, maybe a magical power source for this thing. But it looks like there's no power left in this crystal. Like it's been drained over years and years. It's leached out.
And
you think that there might be a way to imbue some power into the crystal, but you're not sure?
what does the light do to it?
It just kind of
magical
passes
tinkering.
through. You see some of the facets and stuff, but it doesn't.
It
really,
doesn't. It's
doesn't-
like you would light up.
It doesn't retain the light. What are
Okay,
you
so
lighting
it's
it
a
up with?
I have magical tinkering, and I can imbue a non-magical object with a 5-foot radius of light.
Oh,
So if it doesn't take the light, it's magic.
sorry. The spell, you can imbue an object with light?
Yes.
As long as it's not magical.
It says it doesn't say that there's a time, but I can only do one at a time.
Okay.
I can't have the effect on more than one object.
The magical light, it kind of the crystal flickers a bit, like it's about to take, and then it just fades away.
So this crystal must have some magical property to it.
You're not sure. It might be a receptacle. It might be magical. It might be something totally different.
Can I cast mending on the crystal?
Sure.
Okay, what happens?
The crystal wasn't really broken, so nothing really changes on it.
Okay.
It seems like it's empty.
Okay, we got to fill this crystal up. Charge it up.
Your axe vibrates a bit in your hand.
My axe vibrates.
What? Don't
Yeah.
smash the crystal.
Are we supposed to stand in a circle and fill it up?
Jesus.
I bring the
Runs
head
on
of the
piss.
axe. I
What?
bring the head of the axe close to the crystal, and the warmth of sear is like almost touching it to the flame.
As you do that, are you touching it to your axe?
Yeah.
Okay, as you touch it, you see sear leap out of your axe and into the crystal, and the crystal flares up. It's a bright red color. And it's flaring, like with energy.
And sear's now in the crystal.
You can see him almost inside the crystal. Yeah.
Okay. I take the crystal back to the metal man. You guys okay with this? You good with this?
Yeah, do it.
I place the crystal in the hole.
Okay, it just kind of sucks it in, and a little cover covers up the hole, and you just wait, and all of a sudden there's a little bit of a twitch and some dust comes off the arms, and then the shield moves a bit, and you just see this thing starting to slowly move a little bit, and like you hear it creaking, and you hear from years and years of rust and grind and everything inside the gears and stuff like that. This thing is starting to slowly move.
Seer, I've brought you to life. You have a body now.
And this thing suddenly sits up, and it looks up at you.
Your name is Seer. I am Dane, your master.
That is incorrect. I am CL4NK.
Well, where did Seer go?
Hey,
Is Seer the battery you put in me? The power source? I appreciate that. Thank you. It is an excellent power source.
I feel like CL4NK should have a female voice.
I feel that way too, but you get what you get. It starts rising up now, and you see it has magnetized to its back is a light hammer and a war hammer, and in its left arm it has a shield. Oh no, it doesn't have a shield.
Whoa.
And
Where are you from?
it just kind of stands up and looks at all of you. I am the guardian of this temple. And he's looking around at the temple. Where's the temple?
I think you did a shit job guarding it.
The temple has been in ruins for many, many years.
This is unacceptable. What about the artifacts? I was guarding the artifacts.
What artifacts?
The
Show us
artifacts.
where they were kept.
What is an artifact?
It was an
And why is it
ancient,
art?
ancient magical items that we were tasked to protect in this temple. And you see him twitch a little bit. Warning: grave robbers, and he's just kind of twitching a bit.
We have rumor of where your artifacts might be.
My
We
task-
were sent here to get rid of the undead and such, but all we've seen is some good frogs. Which, if you're hungry, I've got some frog legs left.
No, thank you. My task is to guard the artifacts.
I can't do that on an empty stomach now, there, boy.
I do not require sustenance.
Oh, come now. They can't turn down a frog leg just like a pie.
Roll a persuasion check.
That's not good. That's a 10.
A 10. I do not have the capabilities to eat, but I appreciate the offer.
Okay, more for us then.
What?
Can you show us where the artifacts that you were guarding were kept?
And he looks. He says, "Well, this temple had insets in the walls, which are no longer there."
Incest? My family's been accused of that.
And he just stares at you and continues. They had basically insets in the wall to guard these various magical items, and me and 2 other guardians were stationed here to guard them for the artificer.
The artificer?
My master. He created me.
And where does he reside?
I do not know, but they built this temple far away from humankind to avoid keep it out of civilization's use, because these artifacts were far too powerful to get in the wrong hands. And we were here to, in case anyone did find this temple, to stop them.
Well, we're on the way to find one of those artifacts. We think we know where it might be. Will you assist us?
We do?
Yes.
I cannot function without the power source you gave me.
What? By reasoning, what do these artifacts look like?
The artifact that was most precious was a stone face idol, and it had a mouth and eyes that looked like they were in fury. I did not see what they did or was told what they did. I was told that they were dangerous and to guard them, do not let anyone near them.
There was only the one?
There were minor items as well, mostly spiritual, but there were some Ilmer artifacts.
Any kind of silvery necklaces things?
I am not aware of any necklaces.
No?
The stone idol was the major piece that we were to guard. It was the most...
Can you trace that thing down? Do you know how to get to it?
I cannot track it. No.
No?
I just guard it.
Well, that's kind of shit.
It's not meant to leave this place.
There's a chance that that artifact is in some water not horribly far from here. But it was only there 50 years ago. We don't know for sure.
Will you assist me in retrieving the artifact?
Well, it looks like you could go underwater without breathing. Breathing, I mean, not breathing. Breathing's what you do with your sister. Or your cousin.
And you just see Clank twitch a little bit. Does not compute. And says,
Well, now
I will
see
follow
here.
you if you know. But he looks
See
over
here,
at you, Dane, and he says, You powered my crystal, but I'm not sure if
that as a gift or if you need it back.
I've grown accustomed to having Seer. Kind of my guiding light.
If you wish him back, I cannot keep him for myself. You may have him back if you require him. I will be non-functioning then.
Well, as long as I have you around, then Seer's with you.
And he just pauses. He doesn't know how to respond. But he bows.
Perhaps you would
he bows a little
sleep
bit.
better.
Dane just feels like, even though this being has its own sentient, that somehow Seer is somewhere in there, and as if his pet is now had life. In his mind, this is Seer.
Right.
This is Seer come to life.
And the Clank just, his head's turned towards you, just staring at you. But there's no emotion, there's no facial features, there's just metal.
Right. Well, whether you're helping me or I'm helping you, I think our quest is on the same path.
I concur. Where do we go?
On to Kenmouth.
I will follow. Did you guys want to stop it there?
Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
Sounds good.
Cool. I was wondering if you're gonna.
It's been really good though.
I was wondering if you're gonna. When you talked about Seer, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna use him to power up. Like it's got to be
That's
some
fine.
kind of magical power up. But it gives you a choice, right? You can either have Seer or you can have Clank.
Well,
Tough
yeah,
choice.
I like how you spun it, and I'm good with that.
Okay.
I don't think Dane would want to continue on without Seer, but in his mind, this is Seer,
This is Seer, yeah.
and everyone else can call him Clank. I think Dane's gonna keep calling him Seer.
That's totally fine. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, I gotta say, inspiration goes to Mike for just playing that character fantastic. And
Yeah.
Mike, this is the one time you get an inspiration, but man, you nailed it. It was awesome.
Wow. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Thanks.
Right on.
When you know you've done something right when everyone else is trying to take on your accent.
Yeah, you change us all into hillbillies.
True.
I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna make all these
Listen to
townspeople.
Ray, like then your snake turned into a hillbilly.
That was hilarious. Oh my god. Honestly, like before, I could barely speak. I was laughing so much. Like, Mike, shut up! I gotta talk. Couldn't help it. So funny. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. I can't wait to see more of it.
Okay,
So-
guys.
All right.
All right,
okay.
guys, I'll let you go and have a good night.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. Thanks, Gord.
Take care.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thanks,
Good night.
The team at Perilous Pursuits would like to thank you for joining us on this adventure of the Chapel on the Cliffs. This adventure will likely be a short 3 or 4 shot, depending on things go. If you like this adventure, you can visit our webpage at www.perilouspursuits.com to watch or listen to some of our other adventures with links to all our streaming platforms. We'd really appreciate any likes, reviews, or stars to help motivate us in producing more insane characters with terribly stupid voices. In the meantime, give that gibbering mouther a kiss, win a blinking contest with your beholder neighbor, grab some friends, roll some dice, and play some D&D.